Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to the next episode of our Chronicles of Aeodrun Awakening series. My name is Josh, I use he, him pronouns, and I shall be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some rather lovely people who are going to participate in today's game. I'm going to get them to introduce themselves while I take one of my moustache hairs out of my mouth because it is really getting on my nerves. I'm going to start off with Sean.
For a change, why not? Hi, my name is Sean. I am playing Tarragon Udric. Now, Udric is an orc druid, former soldier, former hermit living in a grove, and current aggravator against Solomon, I guess. Very much not really into him at the moment, but doing this as a favor for the Sparrows, changing allegiances slightly. Trying to think what we did. What we've been doing. We saved Lilly. We got like a big old bat tattoo. I mean, that was mostly Udric. Left my bears with the wizards or the librarians, and God, yeah. I guess we're traveling now.
On the road to Ostragos. Moving on, we have Evie.
Hello, I am the Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Peripatea or Peri, who uses she, they pronouns. Peri is a zealot barbarian, looks like a dark elf in dark elf body, is actually a titan. I can actually say what that is now, but it will make no sense to first-time viewers. I'm sure there'll be an explanation for you at some point, but it's long. There's been a lot. Peri is pleased to have a name, finally, for what they are, which is good, and going to bring back her good old friend, Agnes's granddaughter?
Yes.
Agatha? From Ostragos?
Yep, that's
as
the mission.
A favour to a friend. And also has a lovely little pendant that has like the images or symbols of both of her sisters who are guardians from her friend Stacy at the church. And is honestly very pleased to be getting out of Merkstead. Finally, spent 80 years there in a previous life, trapped there for a lot of this one. So finally, a change of scene.
And then finally we have Scarlet.
Hello. Scarlet, I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Lilly, who uses she, her pronouns. A dragonkin sorceress who managed to chat to her dad, which is nice. Daddy's alive, very nice. Also may have become a librarian. Began a journey to be a librarian. Who knows?
Who knows? We will find out soon, I reckon. But before we do any of the finding outs of things, we have some sponsors and supporters we'd like to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition rolled together dice. And if you put the code roll together all caps in at checkout, you can get 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. If you type exclamation point code into chat right now, you can get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest, which will give you power-ups and potions and things like that to give to your heroes as you collect them throughout the game, travel through and fight waves of monsters for free on various different devices, as well as including fridges and microwaves, if you have those sort of smart ones. Yeah. Anyway, we are also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a father and son clothing... No, they're not the clothing people. They are a father and son TTRPG book-making group who make lots of supplement books for various different TTRPGs, not just D&D. They do lots of other ones. They've done, Wandering Tavern, and they've got the Scorched Basin, which is a system-agnostic one that is either coming out or is out at the point of this video releasing. Check out the links in the chat to find out if it's out or if it's still on Kickstarter. Not 100% sure. They're really good. Go check them out. And then finally, Michael Dobson's character art. Mike has done all of the lovely artwork you can see for our characters laid on the overlays right now. If you'd like to see a lot of this artwork, go check out Mike's links in the chat or description below. And on his Instagram page, it will say whether his commissions are open or not. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking the video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel because it helps tell us what you like so we know what to make more of for you. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Betrayal. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month or one goat, which must be sent to Tom for various different reasons by following all of those links. With all of that, I'm going to take a sip of my drink while the credits play. See you in a bit. In our last session, our group did some exploring or did some jobs around Merkstead, did some talking to people, made sure that Lilla was okay and that Tally was in the process of getting Lilla out of the town. Tally's very reluctant to move Lilla at the moment in case something happens and she slips back into her I'm dying state. So is making arrangements but isn't leaving just yet. The party went to go see the librarians, where it was discovered that Peri is considered is a being known as a Titan, which there are 7 Titans that sort of are parallels to the 7 Guardians. We also discovered that... What else did we discover? We discovered quite a few things. The bears, the relationship between Udric and the bears were repaired, and they basically told Udric that they didn't want him to die because they didn't want to lose another dad. So please be careful. The group have decided that they are going to travel to Ostragos, not for Solomon, but for the Sparrows to help them out. More so for Agnes, who isn't actually a member of the Sparrows, but her granddaughter, Agatha, is the one that you need to go and retrieve, save, help in Ostragos. So that's where you're all going to go. Udric's sister has obtained a job at Redstone Farm, which was the farm that some of the party members went to right early on in the campaign, and her and Udric's niece have moved there with all of their farming equipment that they were originally going to sell in Ostragos. Wilfred's going to purchase it all, so Udric is now safe of mind knowing that his sister is in a safe location that is close enough to Merkstead for his niece to get to school, but not close enough for his sister or niece to be actually affected by whatever's going on in the town with Solomon. Everybody doesn't trust Solomon, which is probably a fair assumption at this point. He has shown his dark side in a previous episode towards Lilly, so that's not a very good thing. Sorry, I am just trying to find the NPC names, so bear with me. Got it, there we go. We ended the session with you dropping said sister off at the farm. Niece was still at school, and you are making your way up to Ostragos. You did, and we said this off camera, you did say that you have emptied the cart so that all the farm stuff, all the farming equipment is in the farm, and you're now taking the cart the rest of the way to Ostragos. So that will cut your travel time down in half. Instead of it taking you 7 days to get there, it will take you 4 days because you have a horse with you. I will ask Udric, as you said beforehand, that you would be the one sort of riding the cart. I will ask you for an animal handling check to make sure that the horse doesn't go awry.
Sure.
I don't see that happening, but because, you know, the bears love you. And we've always said that you ritually cast, because I keep forgetting this, we've always said that you ritually cast Speak with Animals at the beginning of the day, and we use Baldur's Gate 3 rules, and it lasts for the entire day. So you can talk to the horse.
Nice. Does that give me any kind of advantage?
I reckon you probably would have had quite a few conversations with the horse on the way up there, so yes.
Sweet, because it wasn't bad. Okay, well, it was better than that. It would be a 13. I rolled a 3 and a 5.
13 is perfectly fine for what you... it's basically just making sure that the horse doesn't veer off the road or anything like that. The horse's name is Harold. Harold the horse. And you have conversations with him on the way up. You don't... In terms of what happens on the journey during those 4 days, nothing really. You see a couple of merchants who are traveling down towards Merkstead who are making their way to the ship that's there so that they can travel back round to Abercathis. But other than that, there's no bandits around, there's no reavers around, there's no ratlins or any sort of evil things around for you to fight on the journey, which is strange because the last time some of you came up this way, you had to fight a bunch of ratlins that came out of the forest, but there's nothing around at the minute. But Harold explains to you that he is one of Wilfred's horses, one of his new horses. He's only recently just purchased him. Apparently something bad happened to some of the last horses that Wilfred had, but Wilfred's a nice person, makes sure that they're always well fed and the grass is really tasty. There's no threat of wolves or anything around the farm, so Harold feels pretty safe being able to gallop around and, without the risk of being mauled by a wolf. It does say that a really large bird-like creature sometimes comes down to the farm and goes into the barn and eats some of the meat, and that scares him a little bit, but the creature never comes anywhere near him, so you would know that to be, I believe it was Fiora the griffin.
Yeah, I'm probably just having more conversations with the horse than I am with either Peri or Lilly. Probably worrying for Udric's sanity, because every so often he'll just be like...
That is pretty much the conversation. That's how that is happening, and that is what Lilly and Peri can hear on the way up. Yes. Yeah, we get to the end of the 4 days and you can see Ostragos is coming up. Ostragos is a very large city. The first thing that you spot from distance is not the city walls or any of the buildings or anything like that. The first thing that you spot is a large broken archway that probably stands 500 feet tall that sits on the cliff face of the city. This is an ancient archway. Those of you who know anything about the world would know that it is said to have been from the old days, from the old world, as it were. And it has been sort of like the forefront of the construction of Ostragos. Ostragos was sort of built around it, sort of in front of it, sort of thing. But as you get closer, you can start to see the large walls, and some of the buildings sort of pop out over the top, some of the taller buildings, and then you start seeing masses and masses and masses of tents outside of the city gates. This is known as the Tent District. The Tent District was formed after the Rising, when all of the refugees tried to get into Ostragos, but the gates were locked, and so the residents stayed in the tents outside. And since the Rising ended 10 years ago, a lot of the people just chose to stay there rather than making the tough journey back to their homes to repopulate their homes. So the Tent District is what it's known as to people now. It is dirty. It is grimy. Think of it like when you go to, if you've ever seen videos or been to a festival like Glastonbury, where it's completely mud-filled fields and stuff like that. Other than the main road that leads up to the gate, all of the fields next to where the tents are is just mud because of how trodden it is. You can see there are tents of various, what's the word I'm looking for? Various ages, various looks. Some look flamboyant and stand out a lot more. These are normally merchant tents. You see lots of incense and smoke coming out of them because somebody's trying to lure you in because they want to sell you something. You've got people who have stood outside with makeshift stalls who are trying to sell goods as people walk past. The city gates are right in front of you and they are massive. I'm going to throw it over to you. What would you like to do? Tents to your left, tents to your right, gate directly in front of you.
So we probably would have discussed this on the way, but do we have any information of where to go, who to ask for once we get here?
So you know that when you get to, you've been given a permission slip to be able to get into Ostragos. Ostragos has a sort of like a, for anybody who missed it in an earlier episodes, it has sort of like a visa system. You need to have permission to be able to enter into the city. Visas last for a certain amount of time. There's very few visas that allow people to live in the city. And it's normally traders or gladiators that are allowed in. You are on a trader's visa at the moment, so you're permitted to be in there for, I think, 3 days currently. When you get into the city gates, you have been told that you need to head towards one of the taverns, which Josh should have loaded up right now. It's called the Headless Bucket. Name. You need to head towards the Headless Bucket, which is in the lower district, and that will be. You need to speak to somebody in there called Ogrid. Once you find Ogrid, who is apparently one of the workers in there, they will point you in the direction of where you can find Agatha, who is the person you are looking for. But you need to get into the city first.
So we haven't gotten into the city yet.
You haven't gotten into the city yet. You're in the tent district, which isn't behind the walls or anything like that. You're just walking up at the minute, and you can hear people shouting, "We are looking to sell you goods. Please come buy my tomatoes. My tomatoes, half price. Five. I give them to you for 5 gold. No, 1 gold. 1 gold. I have fabulous shoes. I can sell you shoes for £2. Not £2. That's me going into London market stall mode. I have gravy boats, I have various other items, I have books, I have journals, I have this, and you just got voices going all, it's like a cacophony, and it, because of where they positioned themselves, it's like the sound waves just overlap each other and it gets all confused, and at one point Lily, you hear somebody say gravy boat and you instantly think, oh, it's this person to the left, but you're looking at somebody who's actually selling seashells, and it turns out that it's somebody else who's on the opposite side, 3 stalls down, who actually shouted it.
Can I go? Gravy boat, can I go?
Yeah, sure. I'll stop the cart here.
Thank you.
You're a grown-up. You don't need to ask permission.
No, just being polite. Runs away.
I mean, it probably was a good idea for me to stop the cart rather than just leap off it.
Maybe we should leave her.
That's all right.
Well, make it a minute. You just see these horns just run down the street. I will say that there are lots of other carts and people who are looking to get into the city as well. So you have kind of joined a slow-moving queue to get in, and you can see there's also a line of people who. So when you've gotten closer to the city and into the tent district, you've sort of been. There were a couple of guards who were there who were sort of pointing you to go into certain lanes in order for you to make your approach up to the city. You can see there's a very empty lane where carts and people are coming down as they're leaving the city, and then the one that you're in, which is to get in, is quite full and is steadily moving. It's not like at a standstill sort of thing. It's not like London traffic, but it is progressing slowly. So yeah, Lily can jump off safely without hurting themselves before you stop the cart, but stopping the cart would help. And you sort of run down towards the cart and towards the stall, and you can see that there is actually I'm going to make this interesting. Scarlet, could you roll me, because I've not done this before and I'd like to try it now.
Go on.
Could you roll me a d6, please?
Yes.
Just don't roll a 3.
That's a 2.
Oh, good. So I literally looked on my species of Aeodrun list, and dwarf is free. So if you'd rolled a 3, it would have been another dwarf. But no, it's a dragonkin. And as you get there you can see it is a red-scaled dragonkin is stood behind the Marcastal, quite on the short side, probably. You can see probably around 3-4 foot 2, quite young. Somehow I've managed to still make them a dwarf. A dwarf height. But yeah, they're there, and they are big bushy beard. You can see they've got lots of gold and silver sort of plaited into their beard that is going down into one of those sort of like, I don't know what they're called when they're just plait. Yeah, there we go. It's done into a plait. And they're completely bald-headed, scales all over the top of their head that acts more. This is probably the most scaled dragonborn dragonkin other than your father that you've seen. And as you approach, like, hello there. Yes, I have got some lovely gravy. Are you interested in gravy boats, young one?
Yes.
I can definitely give you some gravy boats. Fantastic. Right. Well, I have got a plethora, and sort of waves his hands in front, and you can see that there are gravy boats that are made out of wood. There are gravy boats that are made out of metals, various different metals, and there are some that are made out of like a clay.
I would like a small gravy boat that attaches to my belt, so I always have one there, and I can touch it when I feel a little bit anxious.
Well, it just so happens that I have the perfect one for you. I have one, and he dives underneath his stool and pulls out a small box and puts it down. Now, young one, I can see that you are a dragonkin like myself.
Yes.
So, is it safe to assume that you are rather proud of your draconic heritage?
Of course.
Fantastic. Then I have this for you, and he rips open the small box and pulls out a red gravy boat with a draconic head on the end. The draconic head the mouth acts as the bit where the gravy comes out, and the handle, there's like little wings that stick out of it, and the handle is a tail that goes round. This is a draconic gravy boat. Now, as you can see, and I don't want you to be off-put by this is a red gravy boat, but if I allow you to touch it, please hold your hand out. As you poke your hand on it, the area that you touch begins to turn green. It matches the scale of other dragonkins, so you can fit in with any of your aesthetics that you have at home. Would you like?
How big is it?
It's big enough to go on your belt like you requested.
How much?
This will cost you 10 gold pieces. It's rather cheap for what it's made out of.
It's beautiful. Where did you make it? Did you buy it off someone else? Where did you get it?
No, this is an item that I've had in my store for quite some time. My father actually made this item himself long before he passed away, and it is an item that I've cherished deeply for such a long time. But I can see that you are an avid gravy boat fan, so I am willing to part with it for 10 gold pieces.
You said 5.
No, I meant 10.
But you said 5.
I meant 10. 10 gold
5.
pieces.
You said 5.
Make me a persuasion check for DM blunder.
That's a 23.
Yes, I said 5.
Yay!
5 gold pieces.
It's
and
beautiful.
a piece of my soul.
Oh, I'll have that too.
What?
Nothing. May I have it, please? Here is your 5.
You can. Oh, thank you very much. And hands it over to you. A little tear comes down of his eyes as he realizes that the person who's controlling him made a mistake. Takes the gold coin and says, now, can I interest you in anything else? I have plenty of other gravy boats around. Do you have any traveling companions with you that may want some gravy boats? I have all sorts.
I mean, I could get them presents. I could get them presents. Maybe they'll like me more.
Yes, I mean, I will do you a deal. I will do you 2 gravy boats for 15 gold. Larger
15.
gravy boats.
Large ones.
10, but you've added the 5 back on.
You're not there. Shut up.
10, you said. I'll do 2 for 7.
7 gold pieces for 2.
Yes.
You drive a hard bargain.
I
Can I have
do.
another persuasion check, please?
Let's go. 18.
I will do it for 8 gold pieces. 2 for 8.
7.5.
2 for 8.
7.5.
That is a number, but I am saying 8. Going once, going twice.
Can I see them first? I need to see if they fit their aesthetics.
I mean, by all means, and he gestures to the entire table. You could pick any 2.
Okay. Do you have any with bears on it?
Bears. Let me just have a quick look, and he will sort of have a rummage around. I don't have any on display at the moment, but I'm sure I could. Trees? I have some that are made out of trees.
Oh. The one was made out of tree.
Yes.
Any that glow or that look particularly angry?
Angry?
Yeah.
I mean, gravy boats are kind of a happy thing, but if you want something that's a little more out there, I do have one that's made out of bone.
Yes.
Yes, I could
Yes.
definitely provide you with one of those. It's one of the rarer pieces that I have, because bone is incredibly difficult to
What
make
kind of
anything out
bone?
of.
What kind of bone?
It's the bone of a whale bone.
Whale bone.
Yes.
I can give them a bone. I would like bone. And tree. Bone and tree.
Awesome. Brilliant. I will. You can have those. And he goes and you watch as he turns around, and he's got like a sort of lifts his tent open, and you can see that to the right hand side there is like a chest of boxes, and he begins pulling the boxes open. He's like, there we go. Oak tree, there we go, and then whalebone over there. Pulls that out, brings them over to you. Now these are larger gravy boats than the one that you have, so it'll be difficult for the people that you have purchased this for to stick this onto their belts. But there you have a whalebone gravy boat and a oak tree.
Yes, please.
And that was 8 gold pieces. Thank you very much.
They look rather pretty, so the 8's fine.
Oh, I can do one extra thing for you. Actually, you did say that you wanted which one of them was the one that you said you wanted bears with?
The one with the trees.
The one with the tree. I can definitely. And he pulls out a pen, and you can watch as the pen sort of lights up orange, and he pulls the oak tree up, and he does a quick scribble, turns it around, and you can see that a bear sort of been engraved in one side, and he does a scribble on the other side, spins it around. There you go.
Can you do a grumpy face on the other one?
What type of grumpy face would you like? I can definitely do that. And he goes, and you can see it's an emoji of a grumpy face.
Yay! Thank you. Perfect. Thank you.
Hands over. Oh, and just in case, and does a smiley face on the other side.
Sure. Thank you.
Puts the pen away. Fantastic. Thank you for doing business with me. I will see you soon, hopefully, when you leave.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye. And then somebody else walks past.
See you soon, hopefully, when you leave.
Wants me to
He
leave.
might be
It's
shut.
just rude.
You might leave at night. You might be shut.
Evie, how do you feel about our personalities being reduced to anger and bears?
Yes, we'll find out.
Okay.
You can
Falling
rejoin.
along the queue while
You're moving along in the queue.
Just to make things difficult, like maybe a minute after Lily has jumped off, I just kind of lean down and go, Udi, so you know how I've been cooped up in here for like a week or 3 days or however long it's been?
Yeah, about 4 days.
Yeah, it feels like a week or longer, maybe a year. I'm bored and I don't want to wait in a queue, so I'm gonna leave that to you and I'm gonna circle back around. Okay, you're the best, babes, loves ya. And I just kind of go and have a wander
Yeah. Where would you like to wander?
around,
Okay.
eavesdrop on conversation, see what's going on.
Okay. You can make me a perception check, please.
Oh, that I
For-
can do.
for eavesdropping.
So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Ooh, 21. Okay, so you hop off the cart and you move around sort of like the tents and things. You can see that the way that the tents are set up, the ones along the side of the road are pretty much all merchant stalls, or one of them is a medical tent where people go to. And then the row behind is another set of, some of them are more merchant stalls, and some are homes and things. And as it gets further out, the merchants, so the shops and things sort of dissipate, and it becomes more home tents, and the tents start to get a little bit smaller, and some of them begin to look even older than the ones on the front, because some of them have been here for the full 10 years. You can hear lots of coughing from people who are. This is basically like the poorest place that you could be. So a lot of people are, sick or dying maybe, and a lot of them are dressed in rags and things. Some of them are in full work clothes. They do go out and do work around in the local area. Some do go work in the city if they're able to get in. But you hear a conversation happening between two people who are sat outside a tent having a cup of tea. They have one of these fancy gravy boats in between them as well. It seems that this gravy boat merchant is very good at selling, probably not very good at pricing his stuff, because, he sells it for really cheap. But you can hear that they're having a conversation. One of them's quite elderly. Oh, yes, did you see the horses and carts come up the other day? The horses and carriages, should I say, come up the other day? Yes, they had the insignia of the Imperium on them. Apparently the Grand Priest of the Church of Balance is in Ostragos at the moment. Yes, I did hear that, yes. Apparently they're going to be making their way down to the hellhole that is Merkstead at the moment. I don't know why, but that's what the rumours that I've heard. I don't know why they'd want to go there and not spend their time in the lovely Ostragos. Yes, I know, but it's something to do with the Reavers or something, I don't know, but, the Reavers aren't brave enough to come up here, so we're pretty safe. Yes, and that's basically the gist of the conversation that you get. So you know that the Grand Priest is here, and you do know that the Grand Priest is on his way to Merkstead, because that's what Stacey has been stressing about the past couple of days.
Intriguing. Okay, I'm not going to go and demand more information from these people, because I've got a little bit of decorum, just a little bit. But hearing that information, I will so I will eventually circle back to the market stalls, and I will try and find like a sleeveless black coat with a deep hood, just to conceal my identity just slightly, just in case anyone's heard anything. Probably paranoid, but
that's fair. Clothing stall is very easy to come across. There's quite a few of them. The merchant is a elven woman who's hello. Yes, yes, I can see black is your color. I definitely have some black items. Black items of clothing that I can sell you. Hooded, you said?
Yeah, deep hood. That's all I need.
Okay, yes, and sleeveless.
Ideally, yeah. Or if you don't have anything like that, I'll just rip the sleeves off. It's not important.
No, that's fine. And will provide you with basically a bog standard black hoodie. I can cut the sleeves off if you'd like.
Well, it's fine. I'll just rip them, and I rip them in front of her.
I would have taken gold off of you first for it, but okay. That's 2 gold pieces, please.
Okay, just before I give it to you, just so you know, capitalism is a disease. And bad news, your whole society has got it. So money is an illusion, and you can live without it, but I'll give you the gold for today because you don't know any better.
He looks really confused. It's like, okay. Right.
Right, see you, Susan. Bye.
Okay. Before she doesn't even reply to you, she just instantly moves on to the next customer.
Yeah.
Hi. You can slip the black sleeveless hoodie on, and where would you like to go next? You can see Lilly is currently making their way back to the cart.
I would like to just, I know I'm taking a while. I'm so sorry. I would just like to walk along the line and kind of have a bit of an eavesdrop on the vibes of the other people waiting, see if they say anything interesting, especially towards the front.
Okay, yeah, so you sort of walk up and down, walk up the line towards the sort of towards where you need to get into the gate, sticking to the merchant side, because if you try walking, you'll be walking up through the middle of the road otherwise. But yeah, keeping the merchant side, having a look at some of the stuff. You see a few people are selling some what look to be cheap knockoff jewelry. Others are selling not quite fit for purpose weapons and armor on the stalls and stuff. But as you carry on and sort of listening to the carts, I would ask for another perception check, please, because it's a different location.
Actually, I'm going to use my yellow die this time. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18. So with an 18, you can see quite a few of the people waiting to get in are similar to the car that you're in, are merchants. Others are gladiators. It's basically just merchants and gladiators looking to get in. You can see a couple of rather beefy looking people who are not wearing an awful lot, sort of a blonde bowl cut with a large sword on his back and a giant cat next to him, because I'm doing that reference, is stood there. Yeah, Evie, that's completely lost on Evie. I'm surprised Sean didn't react to it. He-Man.
Oh, I've seen She-Ra, so I get a little bit.
Okay, I just feel He-Man isn't even the one that I like. There's a couple of cat people who are all stood together. Cat folk people. One of them has red hair.
I get that one.
Yeah, get that one. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do that one, aren't I? But yeah, they're all sort of arguing over which gladiator team is the better one, and they're looking forward to fighting each other in the arena, because it's finally time for them to put to rest which one of them is the better of the two schools. And then they should team up at some point as well. That's a basic conversation that you hear. You do hear more so from the merchant side of the queue. People are complaining about how long the visas are lasting now. There is a group of, and I'm going to do it, there is a group of dwarves who have come from the Dimigan Empire who are looking to sell some of their minerals and mining materials that you can only get from the north. And you can hear them complaining, it's a travesty, it is. 3-day visa to sell all of this. We got to go all over all the blacksmiths and Ostragos, and they're saying we can only be here for 3 days. It used to be 2 weeks before. If you want to stay here for 2 weeks, you've got to pay an extra 200 gold. It's ridiculous. And all of that sort of thing. A lot of people seem very angry at the fact that you can't stay in the city for very long now, and the prices that it costs to get in. And a couple of other people who live in the tents, you overhear them saying about how they're now starting to tax people for living in the tents outside the city, saying that they've ruined the land outside, which was potentially good farming land. So there's, very much inspired by what's currently going on in the UK.
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do before I will go back to the car, I promise I will, is that I would like to buy a bunch of lollipops and just start handing them out, because everyone seems to be having a bit of a bad time.
Okay, yeah. How much would you like to spend on lollipops?
I mean, how much is a lollipop? How much is a bag of 100?
A gold piece.
I buy a bag of 100 lollipops.
For 1 gold piece, and you have a plethora of lollipops which you can hand out, and everyone's like, thank you. And they sort of take that. Are you just giving it to the people that sound miserable, or are you just giving it to anybody you walk past?
They seem vaguely miserable. I'll give it to them. I'll throw some to the poor. Why not? I'm feeling altruistic today.
There's a couple of children that come running up to you, and their clothes are torn and dirty in places. They've got mud over their faces and stuff. Like, oh, you have ice lollies. Not ice lollies. You have lollies. Please, may we partake in some lollies?
Sure, I throw them at them.
Hit them in the face. Ow! But thank you. We'll pick them out of the mud and open them up and sort of brush them off on their tops and put them in their mouth, and like, yay! And they sort of run off. Thank you. You're really kind.
Oh no! I can't be cultivating an image of kindness. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I just wanted to spread sugar. Okay, I'm gonna have to put in some extra work now. Wait, I have a hood. No one knows it's me. It's fine.
Hey, is anybody... Roll me a stealth check, please.
Yeah. Well, that's not great. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12?
12. The kids are like, where'd the person go that was giving the lollipops away? I can't see where they are. And the adults are looking at you like, go quick, go before you get swarmed.
I run, whispering, I am the knight. And then I do a light cantrip by mistake. Like, no, not that one, not that one. But whoops.
Put your symbol up in the sky.
So,
Sorry, Sean?
if all you rolled is a 12, Udric saw.
Oh, yeah. Udric saw all of this. But yeah, you run back and you get to
back onto... Sorry. I was going to say, I slip back onto the carriage and it's like, so, I had a lot of things going around with my new hood.
And Lily's there. You get back to the cart at the same time as Lily, so you slip onto the cart just before Lily climbs back on.
Did you?
Ugh.
Anything west?
Yeah, so not only are the Imperium here, but the Grand High Priest that is coming to Maxstead is also currently here, hence why I have concealed my identity so thoroughly. Also, people are just kind of miserable because the visas used to last longer, and there's a lot of poor people who are really sick. It's just not a positive vibe, Lollipop.
Yes, I want a lollipop.
I was half
Pointy,
expecting Sean to actually
lollipop.
pull one out.
Thank you. Num num. So the head of the church recognized you?
Well, I mean, I've never met them,
Okay.
but I have a necklace with Anthea and Freyan there, but I'm also like a Titan, so, and they're like the head of the church, so there's a non-zero chance that they'll hear the name Peripatea and see like my eye situation and be like, oh, that's it, that one's trouble. So I don't know. I'm probably being a bit paranoid, but my experience in this lifetime has not led me to be, I was going to say reckless. It's definitely led me to be reckless, but I'm just a little bit worried. Just a tiny bit.
Should we give you a code name so like not to say Peri?
Yeah, that would be good. I need a super awesome, super nonchalant code name. What's a great name?
Clive.
Let's try again. Pointy?
We're here to help the sparrows, right? So what about Sparrowhawk or something?
No, you're terrible at names.
Yeah.
I am going to be Wilsifer.
Wilsifer.
Good strong name.
That is a strong name. I like that name.
I'm the best at names.
You're really good at names.
As you are each having... Lily, do you give the gravy boats over just before you get to the entrance?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Oh, biding your time. Okay, I see. I see. You can see that the cart in front of you gets rejected by the guards at the gate. You can even with your passive perceptions, even if you've got really low ones, you can overhear that the guards shouting shouting to the merchant that their visa ran out long before there was an expiry date on them before they enter the city, and unfortunately we can't let you in. And you watch as the people grumble, and then they join the queue of people leaving and begin making their way out, although it's quite an empty lane to go. But then you are sort of beckoned to come forward, and Harold pulls the cart forward, and the guards look over the cart. I don't see any goods on your cart. What are you doing here in... What is your purpose here for Merkstead? Not Merkstead, this is Ostragos. What is your purpose here in Ostragos? Are you gladiators looking to partake in the fighting pits?
No. You'll notice that our visas are traders' ones. No, we've come here to purchase, not to sell.
Purchase goods, not to sell. Okay, and he looks over the visa. Everything seems in order. I can see that it has down 1+ companions. There is enough of you. Please, could you step out of the cart so we may inspect it to make sure you are not smuggling anything in?
Sure.
Okay.
Question: what do people normally smuggle in?
All types of contraband have been taken. Some people have tried smuggling items that are deemed illegal in Ostragos, so we have to check every single cart as they go to enter into the city.
Follow-up question: what is illegal in Ostragos?
There are certain herbal components that are illegal. Drugs, you might call them. Certain types of weaponry are not allowed within Ostragos. The weapons that I can see that you are carrying are all perfectly fine. Just make sure that you do not unsheath your weapons in public. That is an instant arrestable offence. Looks particularly at you, Peri, when he says that, because you have the biggest weapon.
I'll conceal it. Worry not.
Right.
I'm
Well,
Wilsifer.
You're aware of the rules.
Wilsifer sort of doesn't shake your hand, actually. Sort of, Wilsifer, interesting. Okay, I didn't need to know your name, but thank you. Yes, if you all wouldn't mind just standing on the side there, I will just check over your cart
Okay.
and step over the side, and they look in the cart, and other than your, traveling supplies that you need for, 7 days worth of travel and all that sort of stuff, they don't find anything. It's just an empty cart. They look over Harold as well to make sure that there's nothing being concealed in his mane or anything like that, or in his mouth. No, they don't do those kind of checks, Evie. I can see the face you're pulling. No, they don't do those sort of checks. But right, yes, you are good to go in. And the guard sort of pulls out a pistol out of his pocket that looks like a flare gun, and he shoots it into the sky, but you don't see anything. And then the gates just begin to open, and you can enter into the city.
They're doing that every single cart.
They're checking over them or firing the thing in the air?
Firing the flare gun to open the gates every single cart.
Yes, because they're not letting every single cart in. They're only checking the carts. So they're only checking the carts over that they're letting into the city. So they're making sure to check the visas and everything first.
Seems like a lot of extra effort. Just keep the gates open and have guards to stop them getting in.
Wait till you see the guards who operate the gate. They are proper big arms, because they're consistently opening the gate and closing it again.
Before we go through, I just want to ask the guy we were talking to. Is there any really what cool gladiators are in? Do you know any cool ones?
We have a number of cool gladiators that are currently in the city. We have 2 groups that have just entered in that are going to be joining the grand tournament that is taking place. It's more of a showcase. They are champions of their respective areas, so they're going to be fighting it out in the pits tonight, which is something that I'm looking forward to watching, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But we have a couple of locals who are in and fighting as well, and we have a couple of other groups that have come in to gain qualification for other tournaments in other areas around the continent.
So any from abroad?
We have some from the Imperium, but no further than that, with the situation with the drowners and the shallows and what's happening in the deep sea. We've not had any contact with any of the outside continents for many years.
Well, I'm just saying, because I saw, I gladiated a bit, and I was just wondering if any of my friends are in, that's all.
Oh, right. You could always go to the Grand Arena to inquire if you'd like to. The quartermaster there would be able to look over anything that you need.
Maybe?
If you'd like directions to the Grand Arena, just follow the signposts when you're within the city.
Thank you. I just wanted to see if any cool people are in, that's all. Thank you.
Plenty of cool people in. But thank you for your inquiry. And he nods to Ian, but he sort of shoos you on in as well at the same time. And as you all enter, the big gates shut again, and you can see that there's a couple of a couple of spellcasters who are stood behind the gate as the gate is open. And just before it begins to shut, I'm going to do what Sean does. I'm going to have your sort of bog standard mages who do menial tasks. They cast grease on the on the gate bits, so they're what are they called, on the hinges, so they don't squeak. because that's a really cool thing that Sean does. So I'm nicking it.
Greasy wizards.
Greasy wizards. They just cast grease every single day. That's all they do.
They didn't open and shut the gates so much. They wouldn't have to bloody keep.
Hey, maybe that's why the gates are impenetrable.
I only just got in and I'm already fed up with this city.
The first thing that you notice when you are inside of the city is that there are not many civilians walking the streets. There are either gladiators, merchant carts that go into their various shops and stuff, or guards. And they are walking in patrols of 3 all over the place. You see one patrol walk left, and then like a minute or so later, another guard patrol walks in the same direction. There is a lot of guard presence in the city.
Patrols of 3 just so happened to be enough that we could each take one if we were so inclined.
Do not know what you're talking about.
I do.
Steal their clothes. Not for any purposes, just simply to steal their clothes, because I imagine they're sharply dressed.
The guards on the inside look a lot cleaner than the guards on the outside, because the streets and everything within Ostragos themselves are not. There is not a speck of dirt anywhere. It is all cobblestoned and concrete based everywhere. You can see that, like, if you were to look over some of the buildings, there are a few trees, but this is more of a sort of concrete city.
Yeah, Druidcraft isn't a touch spell, so everywhere the cart goes, I'm growing weeds.
Sean does not like this city.
Udric also doesn't, but Sean also doesn't.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, just anywhere that I can see, just like a little bit of a crack where like an invasive weed could ruin the aesthetic. I'm popping one there. Couple of stinging nettles, few dandelions.
Okay, I'm going to roll a check actually for it. No, I rolled a 2. None of the guards notice that there are weeds following your cart. You just see a couple of them walk by. So, ooh. We need to get the gardener out because the weeds are starting to grow out again. Yes. And that patrol goes, then you see another patrol come. They say the exact same thing. They keep going. But yes, you know that you need to head towards the Headless Bucket, which is in the lower district.
Are there any maps of the city just for tourists around?
There are signposts. The city itself is split into 4 sections. You've got the Arch District, which is pointing it to the arrows point towards it being. Actually, no, there would be a map. You come up to a map, and it's Ostragos is basically this giant bowl city with large wall around it. It says the 10th district is outside, but within the city limits itself, there are 4 other districts. You've got the Arch District, where the large archway is. You've got the lower district, which you're currently stood in, so you're in the district you need to be in, and then the other 2 districts, which Josh hasn't named yet, are there.
The map doesn't have like a kind of little clockwork mechanism next to it, which you can play, and it's like, "Welcome to Ostragos, it's a perfect town."
I was thinking about that, but I chose not to. Mainly because I can't sing like that, so I won't.
Yeah, I mean, Udric's not going to be taking anything like any detours. You know, he's pretty much doesn't want to be here. Like, he's heard enough horror stories about, all of their kind of extreme rules that he doesn't want to push his luck too much.
Yeah. One of the things that you can see on the map is in each of the districts there is an area for stables. Like quite a large area for stables where people can go put their carts. It's basically like a car park, basically, where you would need to take your carts because a lot of the streets are very, very narrow, not wide enough to get a cart down because of how old the city is, and 2, how populated the city is as well. So you would need to take your cart to one of the cart parks to drop it off.
thing I will mention is that the bag of lollipops has joined a bag of jelly beans in my arm bag of holding, and I'm occasionally just reaching in to get a new sweet.
Keeping
How
that
many
sweet
you managed to
tooth.
get rid of? Because you had a bag of 100.
And I probably gave out, like, what? 20?
Roll me a D100, please. This is how many you have
Yeah.
left.
99. Gave 99 away.
Or actually, yeah, depending on what you roll will depend on if it's how many you've had left or how many you've given out. If you roll, imagine you rolled a 99, you only gave one out.
Okay. Rolled 91.
91, so that is how many you've given out. So you have 9 left. Of
I
the
need to ration them.
lollipops.
It's a long way home.
But you've got plenty of jelly beans. But yes, you make your way towards where the map told you that the cart park was, or is. You get there, it is not that full. Not a lot of people want to do a lot of trade in the lower district, so you can enter in pretty easily. Instead of it being cobblestone, it's more flat concrete, so it's easier for you to sort of ride on. And as you pull the cart up, you can see that there is a very spotted human boy, probably in his teens, sort of stood there in a really poorly buttoned up sort of valet suit, and he's like, "Hi, welcome to the lower district cart park. Sorry, apologies. We offer services for you to hold your cart here while you go and make your merchant-based purchases throughout the district. I will say that you are not allowed to park your cart here and go shopping in other districts. You must take your cart to the district that you are intending to shop in. And there is a daily charge for each day that you leave your cart here. It is a daily charge of 5 gold pieces.
Dare that robbery.
I do not make the rules. I just have to tell people what it is.
Do we pay now or later?
You pay 5 gold pieces now, and then for each additional day that you stay here, you will pay that when you leave.
Oh. It's your 5.
Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. Here is your ticket to put onto your cart so that when the inspectors come around, they do not fine you.
I really need to liberate this world of capitalism eventually. It's on my list.
Okay. I'm going to go back to work now. Turns around.
Part of the problem.
Turns around in his chair and you watch as he picks up a book that is colourful. It's basically, he picks up a comic book and he starts flicking through the comic book. Because yours is the only car that is in this cart park. Oh, he pulls out a map. If you'd like a map, a more detailed map of the lower area, if you'd like to go visit any of the stalls or shops, blacksmiths, armourers, taverns or anything like that, then that's there for you as well. So please take that, and don't tell anybody that I didn't give it to you straight away, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can open the map out. Sorry?
Hey kid.
Yeah?
You want a lollipop?
I wouldn't say no. Looks at you suspiciously.
What will you give me for it?
What would you like?
What have you got to give?
I have some old comic books that I'm not reading that I could give you, but other than that...
Old.
Okay, pulls out a
Takes
comic
that
book and hands it over. You can see it's he takes a lollipop off of you, opens it up and starts sort of eating it. I'm not going to say the other word I was going to say yet because I knew Scarlet's face. But
Didn't get it from me. Wink and sidles away.
Okay, I don't know who you are, but winks back at you. And you have a relatively well-used comic book, probably one that's not actually his and one that's just sort of left there to be read over and over and over and over and over and over again. The comic book itself is basically about a human vigilante who goes around Ostragos during the night and fights crime, basically.
Wonder if this is real.
No, it's probably propaganda.
I bet it's real. We should keep an eye out for any vigilantes.
Yeah. Are they dressed like a bat, Josh?
No, just like a cat, known as Catman.
Oh dear God.
Like the universe Batman.
Is it?
This universe is Batman.
There is a DC universe, Catman.
Yeah, there was canonically a. Anyway.
Yeah.
Imagine the Fairly Odd Parents version.
And then this hero's love interest is it would be Batwoman. That doesn't make sense, does it? There's already a Batwoman. Dang it!
You
Batwoman.
should have gone completely off the wall, like Platypus Man and Echidna Woman.
There you go. That's what it is. Platypus Man.
Oh.
Done. Sean, thank you for adding that piece of lore.
Right, Platman.
Batman.
No. Anyway, copyrighted. Yeah. All right. So I guess we've dropped the cart off. Udric will kind of explain to Harold like what's going on. Also, how strict are the rules with like unruly animals?
What animals that just run wild?
Well, you know, maybe if like a guard walked past the cart and Harold got spooked by the guard and kicked it, would they arrest the horse?
You could ask the valet that question if you wanted to.
I don't want to have any conversations with anybody living in this city.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. You're not going to know until you try. It's going to be my answer. But they are very strict, so probably wouldn't end well for Harold.
No, I'm not going to encourage Harold to exacerbate any situations. Yeah, he's just going to kind of say, like, we'll be back. It's not
Okay.
exciting. But it's
Okay.
what's-
And puts his head into each of the little sort of bays that these carts go into. Have got an area for the horses, and you can see there's or whatever's pulling the carts. And as he stood there, starts licking some water. You watch as the young valet comes out, goes to a storage cupboard, pulls out some grass and a little bit of hay, and makes his way around the outside and starts feeding that through a hole that fills up a bucket in Harold's little pen area so that Harold can eat that. And then, don't worry, I will make sure that your horse is well looked after. Are you okay if I unbuckle them from the cart? Is that okay?
No.
Okay, I will keep them buckled to the cart. Thank you. And sort of carries on, grabs a brush and starts sort of brushing Harold's mane sort of thing and all that.
What? I imagine at some point Udric's had a conversation with Harold about what his favourite feed is, like oats, wheats, etc., barley.
He is quite partial to the odd caramelized carrot. A bit unorthodox for a horse, but he's been Wilfred sort of hooked him on caramelized goods. He's got a bit of a sweet tooth.
All right. Well, I'm going to attempt to like druid craft like some carrots in amongst the maybe just kind of druid. It's not particularly dirty here, is it? It's all cobblestones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess kind of just trying to do his best to make something that is as much like a carrot but sweet as possible. But
yeah, you can make a sweet carrot. Yeah, I mean, you just need some sort of foliage in order to do it. And the grass and the hay that have been put into the bucket is probably a perfect place to do that. Some of it sort of dissolves into compost in order for the carrot to begin to grow, but you're able to do that. And Harold sees that in there and sort of turns his head towards you, big horse-like grin, and then starts chewing away at it.
Cool.
But yeah, you can follow the map towards where it says that the Headless Bucket is. Headless Bucket is 3 streets away from where the cart park is, and is sort of in the centre of that particular street. And as you begin walking down, you can see, if you were to look down the side alleyways, they are incredibly narrow alleyways. It'd be difficult to get 2 of you stood side by side walking down them. 5 foot. It's about a 5 foot gap down down them. They are quite close together. Think of like proper old school Victorian sort of streets and stuff. But as you get to the street where the headless bucket is, you can hear music and drink, the smell of drinking stuff coming from inside of it, and you can enter in if you'd like to.
Can I? I think Udric's walking in and like wishing that he could have a way to like just keep a little bit more of an eye out around here. So we'll be really kind of wishing that Luca was here. So I guess we'll try to summon Luca. I think a rabbit hopping around the street might be a little bit conspicuous, so I'm kind of wishing that Luca could be more like a rat. Also, because I think that'll piss Ostragos off more.
Yeah, don't worry about using one of your wild shapes to do this, because when you summoned Luca last time, he would have just disappeared and then could be resummoned again without using a wild shape, as per the Find Familiar spell. So he would reappear and would look more rat-like. The one thing that always stays the same, no matter what form Luca takes, is the rabbit teeth and the rabbit ears. But he's got more of a rat-like body.
Rabbit teeth wouldn't look too amiss. I guess the rabbit ears maybe looks a little bit more like a Dumbo rat rather than a typical.
Yeah, but sort of, and the fact that he's more of an ethereal green color as well, but he can stick to the shadows quite well and sort of follows along with you as you go. I'm going to ask everybody for a perception check, please, as you begin making your way towards this tavern or inn.
Well, actually, very, very kind of quickly, Find Familiar. Am I right in thinking that can I use it in the same way that a wizard can and like see through Luca's eyes?
Up to 100 feet away from you, yes.
Cool. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm not going to necessarily know that it's going to make me blind at the time. So there might be a brief moment where Udric kind of stumbles a little bit and kind of puts his hand on Lily's shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm experimenting. I can see through Luca's eyes, but I cannot at the moment see through mine. So you might have to be my eyes right now.
That's okay. Just don't vomit on me or anything. We're good.
I mean, I said that I was looking through my familiar's eyes, not that I got pisshead drunk.
Well, you're suddenly small and running around. You might get dizzy. It's an experiment. Tell me though, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
As you are, I'm just picturing that while the Udric's sort of slightly behind everybody, and Peri and Lilly are slightly in front, and the way that everybody notices that you are actually sort of gone a bit blind is that you walk into a lamppost and you just hear that dong. Before that's what I'm picturing. I'm not saying that's what happens, but that's just what I'm picturing. But yeah, you've got your hand on Lily's shoulder, and would you like to roll a perception check for your friend? Using the using the rat statistics.
Rat stats.
Rat stats.
While everyone else is doing that, I'm going to very quickly get up rat stats.
Rat stats. Yes, so Peri, perception checks for everybody else, please, for different reasons. Actually, no, same reasons. Just roll me perception, everybody.
1.
A 1 or a 21?
21.
Oh, 21, yep. 3. Lily is too distracted by making sure that Udric doesn't walk into a lamppost.
Mm-hmm. Helping.
Is helping, yes.
No bonus for a rat, so it will just be 10. Like, average. Getting used to it.
Yeah, that's fair. I just need to roll something quickly. So you have a little look around. For the rat, you are on, or for Luca, Luca Rat, you are on a lower level, so you see a couple of drains and things that are around, but other than that, nothing too interesting. But with a 21 for Peri, what you can see is there are a lot of people walking around inside of the tavern as you begin to approach. Lots of singing and shouting and merriment is coming from inside, and you notice a strong guard presence. Like patrols are purposely walking past the street at the other end, not the end that you've come from, but from the other end. Part of their patrol was to walk past this street, and as they do, they all regimentally look down the street, stop for a moment before carrying on. They're looking to see if there's any trouble down here. But you can enter inside if you'd like to.
I'm going to put my scythe in my arm, just in case.
Scythe off. Into your arm.
Mm-hmm.
That's always really cool, by the way.
It is. Aggie makes the best shit.
Awesome. Right. So you enter into the tavern, into the inn, and there are lots of workers in here. There are lots of merchants in here. The place is quite full, and there's music playing from a band over in the corner, and you can walk up to the bar if you'd like to, or take a seat somewhere. It's completely up to you.
Remind me who we're looking for again. Who is our contact?
Ogrid. Ogrid is who you're looking for. Ogrid will tell you where Agatha is.
Cool. I'd like to just go straight up to the bar and talk to the bartender.
Yeah, bartender is an orcish gentleman who is cleaning some tankards and things. And hi there, can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for Ogrid.
You found him. What can I do for you? Sort of carries on going, puts one of the tankards on, hangs it from a hook that's just above some spirits that are there. Looks like shots can be put into them.
We're from Merkstead. We were told to come and find you when we got into the city.
All right, you're working with the mayor of Merkstead, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. Sort of looks around. Your contact is here, upstairs, room on the right.
Thanks very much, Lee. Do you want a lollipop?
Go on then.
Enjoy. You didn't
takes
get
a
it from
lollipop.
me.
Takes the lollipop off you, and you watch as he slips it. He's got one broken tusk, and which sort of means his lip is open a little bit, and he's missing a few teeth there. So he just slips a lollipop in there. Thanks, and carries on cleaning. And you can make your way up the stairs and knock on the door to the right if you'd like to. So you.
Unless anyone else wants to do anything in here.
Yeah. Sorry. I sort of speeding through this a bit. Sorry. Is there anything else that anybody else would like to do?
I mean, I was just having a look at, because I've not really used this feature before, Find Familiar. Am I right in thinking that I can also cast spells through my familiar?
As long as they're touch spells, yes. I believe so, unless they've changed it.
Pass.
It should say, going off of the old spell description, it says you can cast spells through your familiar as long as they have a range of touch, but then I don't know what the 2024 one says. Because I've not used it.
I've already canonically said that Druidcraft is not touch, so presumably I can't be using my rat familiar to spread weeds about the city.
I would allow that because that's just funny.
Yeah, so Luke, I guess Udric at this point is staying, keeping an eye out on the streets. So yeah, Luke will kind of stay outside the pub and just make sure that nothing too much happens outside, and also spreading weeds.
Yeah, you're spreading weeds around. It's a bit more difficult to spread weeds around inside the tavern itself, but sort of
That's why
outside.
he's staying outside.
Sorry?
I literally just said he's staying outside.
Oh, you're staying outside. Sorry.
No,
Yes. So you're,
Udric is going in the pub. Udric is following Lily. Luca is staying out on the street.
right. Sorry. I completely misinterpreted what you said there. Okay. Yeah. So Luca is sort of running around and causing weeds to sort of sprout everywhere. Are you staying within Luca's eyesight, or are you coming out of that now?
I will stay. I think as they get further away, Udric probably realizes that he was hearing through Luca as well. So we'll kind of just whisper to Lily, I can't hear anything, so just give me a tap on the hand if you need me in the room. But yeah, I'm staying in the street to keep lookout.
You can keep lookout on the street. I'll ask you for another perception check, please. Lily, you are in control of yourself, but you're also in control of where Udric goes. What would you like to do?
Doesn't want Peri to go too far off on their own. Still will be very concentrating on just helping Udric look as natural as possible to look, making our way through. Excuse me. Sorry. I really like your top. Excuse me.
A lot of the people see, to a lot of the people here, Udric looks like an elderly blind man, and you look like his carer. So everybody is parting ways and moving around so that you can get through. And a couple of people offer you a seat for the pair. Some of them get off of their tables and say, "You can sit here if you'd like." The people here are being quite sort of kind towards you, because bullshit when it comes to people being horrible to disabled people in the area if you'd like to. You can sit here if you like. No, sit here. It's closer to the toilets if you need to go to the toilet. You sit here. It's closer to the door if you need to get to the door. Right here. It's closer to the bar.
Oh, thank you. Or just following my friend, but we might come down to sit with you guys later if that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. And
thank you.
as you walk away, you turn around and you can hear that they start swearing at each other, but not in context of anything you've done. It's just the way that they're talking to each other.
Yeah, they leave the hellhole, of course, that, they've got to get it out somehow.
Yeah. You make your way upstairs and you get to the second door on the right. Would you like to knock on the door, kick the door open, or listen at the door? Or check for traps, or anything? What would you like to do?
In.
Sorry?
In.
For some reason, my brain is not registering what you're saying, Evie. What are you saying?
I'm kicking the door inwards.
Kicking the door. Sorry, my brain was just like, what?
I heard sniff.
I just yeah.
Sniff the door first.
I sniff the door. It smells like wood. Yeah, you can kick the door in if you'd like to. Make me an attack roll, please. To kick, and use strength.
Oh, that's dirty 20.
Yeah, you kick the door in. It flies open, and it is dark inside.
Light cantrip.
Yep, you cast a light cantrip, and it flows inside. Make me a perception check, please. Anybody who wants to look in, other than Udric, who is not currently able to.
I'm gonna do
I got a 4 for Luca, so I think I probably grew something that was quite tasty, and so Luca is distracted.
And he's eating it, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What did you get, Lily?
17.
17.
I can see things.
So you both rolled higher than the stealth check that I rolled. So as the light goes in, you can see behind the curtain, as the light shines, you can see that there's a silhouette behind the curtain, and it's a shorter silhouette, so it's a dwarven figure. And as you step into the room, you can see a pair of boots sticking out underneath the curtain.
Roll my eyes, put the door back in place. Just say, we're friends. This is just how I enter rooms.
That or flinging out the window, which is a lot more dramatic.
Merc's dead.
Okay, you say Merc's dead, right. So as you say Merc's dead, you watch as the figure had crouched down, light cantrip's still up, but they crouched down. And as you say Merc's dead, their head comes up, and you watch as they pull the curtain away, and you can see almost a spitting image of Agnes, but 40 years younger, pops their head out, and you see pink hair that is tied up into two, what are they called? Ponytails?
Buns,
Tails?
plaits.
Pigtails.
Piggy
Pigtails is what I was
tails.
thinking of. Yeah, two pigtails. The hair looks completely unbrushed and is wiry and horrible. They're wearing basic leather armor, but they've got lots of mechanical gizmos on them. And as they pop out from behind the curtain, where did you get that armband? That is where we are going to take a quick break because I realise what the time is. So we are going to have a short rest. We will be back in a moment. Please do join us again in a minute, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. We have had our short rest, and we are going to dive straight back into the second half of tonight's session. In the first half, our group made their way to the gates of Ostragos. There was a little bit of shopping done in the tent district, a little bit of exploring and eavesdropping was done, as well as some purchasing of gravy boats and lollipops and hoodies and other things. Entering into the city, some, there's no polite way to say it, but some fuckery was done with some druidcraft as you travelled through the streets. You left your cart in the cart park and made your way to the Headless Bucket, which is where your contact Ogrid is, and would tell you where you need to go to find Agatha, who is the contact you are here to save. Upon entering into said inn, you are directed upstairs. That's where your contact Agatha is. You go up the stairs, kick the door in, make your way in, and find a dwarvish, halfling-looking dwarvish figure, because there are no halflings in this world, everybody's a dwarf, stood behind a curtain, and they pop out and notice the armband that Peripatea is currently wearing, and that is where we are going to pick up the session as the figure comes fully out from behind the curtain. As I said before, pink pigtails, hair looks like it's been unbrushed for months, maybe even years, or maybe never brushed. So it's a little bit wiry in certain places. I know that really triggers Scarlet. They are wearing old, knackered, leathered armor with, but one of their arms looks like it's completely metal up to one point. And as they come out from behind the curtain, they pull their hand out, or sort of put their hand out in front of them, and he watches the hand extends, goes over your heads, grabs the door and shuts it, and then sort of goes down and locks the door, and then the hand re-extends back. Go gadget arm, basically, is what Agatha just did. I feel that's a reference that Evie's not going to get.
There's a gadget?
Yeah, he's ready to get. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, there was a
I
film.
watched the cartoon.
Okay.
There was a really bad Naughties movie as well.
Yep. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
It was a really naughty movie, but yes. Where did you get that armband?
Oh, I got it from Aggie. She's a friend of mine. Peripatea? Peri, if you will.
Who's Aggie?
Your grandma?
Nah, couldn't be. My grandma's dead.
She's an old lady living below Goggle Springs.
There's nobody living below Goggle Springs. There is no below Goggle Springs.
Where did I get this?
I don't know. You stole it.
Wow,
There's
I
no way.
don't.
There's no way for you to get into Goggle Springs.
We had a key, and then we went to go speak to Aggie. Unless I've been speaking to a ghost this whole time, but she gave me some really cool stuff.
Nobody has the key. I have the key.
We literally have the key.
Yeah, but I have the key.
Those
to
are the
get into
key.
Goggle- Where did you get that key from?
Well, I got it from Elodie, who got it from
Tally.
Tally.
Oh, right. Okay, so you have met my grandmother. Okay. Sort of relaxes a little bit. Sorry, you can't trust people these days, especially in this city. So I just had to be sure. I've got people after me at the moment, so I just had to make sure that you weren't after me. So you are actually from Merkstead, yep?
And I am just thrilled that I was not speaking to a ghost.
I mean, I'm surprised she's not a ghost at this point, but you know, she refuses to die. So, not in a
I got her
bad
on
way.
the jelly bean rum though.
Jelly bean. That sounds interesting. I don't mean that in a negative way. I love my grandmother, but yeah, she's been going a lot longer than what she should have, and I'm glad for it. So, anyway, apologies. I am incredibly rude. My name is Agatha. Agatha Gogglespring. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Actually extends the hand. Staying behind the curtain, but extends the hand out to shake each of your hands.
She does do it to Udric. I can't see or hear anything, so it'll literally just punch me.
Doesn't do it in your
Would
face.
I
Oh,
Can I take Udric's hand and give her a high five with it?
Yeah,
Should I come back in?
You can't hear us if we say no.
Yeah, but you were supposed to tap. He can speak.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought your friend was actually blind for a second there, but it seems that they are walking into a familiar of theirs, maybe? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So they can't...
Lilly taps Udric's hand. It's okay. It's okay.
All right, Udric will come into the room.
There.
Right, who's attacking us? Oh, hello.
There.
Right, you just see a metal hand sticking out in front of you, ready to shake your hand.
You brought me back for this. Not that this isn't lovely, but, you know, you can't trust anyone in this city.
I'm glad somebody else thinks the exact same way I do. Yes, my name is Agatha. Sorry, what are all your names?
No, well, I'm Carnan Udric.
Carnan Udric. Is that Carnan first name or surname?
No, Carnan's my family name.
Family name.
Udric's my given name.
Okay, so what do you prefer to be called?
Udric.
Udric. Nice to meet you, Udric. And yourselves? Looks towards Peripatea and Lilly.
Lilly. Hi.
Hi, Lilly. Hi. You remind me of someone that I know. And then you, tall, dark, and scary.
All dark and scary, by the way.
So,
taller. Yes,
taller
I'm
than
tall.
her. Yeah.
I already gave you my name.
Did you? Oh,
I did.
yes. Peri, right?
Yeah, Peripatea, if you're nasty. But I go by Wilsifer in this town.
Any particular reason why?
My name can draw attention from some people. So, I'm going by a bit of an alias. I thought that might be cute.
Oh, good idea. Right, so I will call you Lucifer. Okay. Right. So have you all come here to assist, help, save? What have you been told's going on here at the minute?
And we've been told very little, but we were told that you're supposed to be coming back and you hadn't, so we come to fetch you.
Good, right. Good, okay, right. Because everything's gone to shit and I need to get out of here as soon as possible. So...
An issue just getting you past the guards going out. They're pretty strict coming in.
Yes, that's the reason why I haven't left yet, is because I am very wanted at the moment, not just by the guards of this city, but also others.
We have a thing.
What's the thing?
We have a mustache of disguise.
What's one of those then?
Okay, takes out mustache. This will either let you cast Disguise Self, or what was it called, Udi? Begins with a P.
Oh, polymorph.
Polymorph into somebody else. You will have to wear a mustache, though.
Oh, interesting. The
Alternatively, if you can hold your breath, you could probably fit in that armband of yours.
I've done that
Really
before.
been wanting to try put someone in there.
I've done that before. I never want to do that again. No, thank you. Especially if that's the armband that I think it is. No, thank you.
Jelly beans in there, if that's sweet, it's a deal.
I would have to open my mouth to eat them, which lets the air out.
Well, like, you want the moustache then?
Actually, no.
Temporary.
That gives me an idea. And she pulls her arm up, and you can see that she's got her own armband. She's like, right. And she starts flicking through it. Maybe this will work. And she pulls out one of those fishbowl diving helmets and sticks that on. Maybe I could... No, it's too heavy. Pulls it off, and it sort of goes back in. No, that won't work. But this moustache idea sounds good. Maybe I could polymorph myself into something very, very small, and then we can get out. Because if I disguise myself as someone else, the guards will inspect us as we leave, and they have ways of being able to detect disguise magics and all of that sort of stuff. So we would need to be careful.
Mm.
We could be a guard.
How would I be a guard?
With the polymorph.
I thought polymorph only made you an animal.
No, it does your disguise self as well as your basic trick. I mean, would they not trick another guard if they didn't recognize him though? I don't know how well the guards know each other on their shifts, you know.
They're pretty in sync with each other, so I wouldn't want to risk impersonating a guard.
Maybe we could purchase a whole bunch of, like, I don't know, birds or maybe something that can't fly away if you did happen to get out. We said that we were here to purchase stuff, so we could see if there's any kind of animal market, and then you could just be disguised amongst all of the animals.
I mean, I do have some gold on me that we could use to purchase some supplies to take back to Merkstead, and then maybe I could polymorph into something that hides in the barrels or something. I don't know.
My concern is that if we buy standard stuff and then you just are hiding as a mouse in amongst the stuff, they might be like, "Hey, what's this mouse? Don't worry, we'll dispose of it." Whereas at least if it's like, "No, we bought all of these fucking mice," it'll be like looking for, like a mouse in amongst a lot of other mouses.
That's a really good idea. Okay, let's do that. Where are we going to buy mice from?
I don't know, I'm just the idea guy.
Okay, I think I know somewhere where we can get some mice from in this district. So, at least some sort of basic animals. So, maybe not mice. I know that they sell ferrets.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a ferret.
Do you want to be a ferret?
I don't mind.
I love ferrets.
Anything to get me out of the city, to be fair. I have some very important information that I need to get back to Merkstead very quickly.
Oh,
What is it? What is it?
Right, so sort of looks around the room a bit. One moment. Goes back into their armband and pulls out a bunch of what look to be like, this is a modern day reference rather than a fantasy based reference, but like the rear end of cars, the sort of lights, that sort of like red plastic that they have for car lights. Pulls out 4 of the sort of spherical looking things and walks up, and their arm extends and puts one in one corner of the room, puts one in each corner of the room, and then pushes another button on the gauntlet on her wristband, which you don't have on yours, Peri. And all of the lights flash red and the entire room turns red. That's a dampener, so nobody can listen in on us, so we are free to converse without the risk of being spied on or listened to or anything like that. Paul's there.
Creepy.
Well, it's creepy lighting, I know, but at least I know I'm protected this way. Anyway.
I want that button.
Well, it's just my little tech button to help me control all of my stuff. I'm an artificer by trade. Anyway, what I found, I was sent here on a mission to perform a heist to get some items for the Sparrows for the upcoming fight against the Reavers. We've been looking to start a revolution against them for quite some time, but we've just been slowly and steadily building our supplies and everything. We didn't want to jump the gun and start a war with them too quickly or anything like that. Josh looks to the players when he says this. But when I came up here and around doing my investigations and sneaking around and everything, I recently, over the past couple of days, learnt that the Grand High Priest of the Church of Balance is here. So I thought, I'll go have a little listening as to what they're doing and all of that sort of stuff. So I snuck into the Church of Balance here, which is a grand cathedral. And I was up in the rafters and I was listening in on the conversation. Pops her ear off and sort of extends out from her head. A lot of me is quite cybernetic. Not cybernetic. A lot of me is detachable.
Augmented?
Augmented. That's a brilliant word. Thank you. I overheard that it's quite bad actually. They were having a meeting with all of the nobles of Ostragos, or the noble houses of Ostragos. They're all remnants of the royal family of the entire kingdom. From what I heard and pulls out what looks like a hearing aid out of her ear and places it down. It pulls out another little box from her pouch and puts the hearing aid into the box, and then pushes a button, and it starts playing audio. And you can hear various different voices. I'm not role-playing everybody because I've been caught in that trap where I role-play all of the NPCs before, and there are a lot of voices that would be on this recording. But
Otherwise known as the Tom.
Sorry?
Otherwise known as the Tom.
Yes.
Playing many NPCs in a scene.
Many NPCs in a scene. And the general gist that you get is that the noble houses of Ostragos are aligning themselves with the Imperium, and as part of the deal to not react to the Imperium taking the entire kingdom, they will be left with Ostragos, and the people in the 10 cities will be wiped out as part of this. Basically, what is going to happen is the Grand High Priest, who is in this meeting, is taking some of Ostragos' forces, along with his own retinue that he has as well, down to Merkstead to take the town, along with the allied Reavers and other factions that are working with the Imperium. Basically, what they're looking to do is take over the entire continent in one pincer attack. That is going to start in a couple of days, in about a week and a bit. No, from this point it would be in about 3 or 4 days' time, yeah. And it all starts from Merkstead. And she'll unplug the thing and stick it back in her ear.
Well, we haven't got a lot of time then, because it took us 4 days to get here from Merkstead in the first place.
Well, yeah, that's why I need to... So if you've got a cart, that's brilliant. I can help speed the cart up a little bit. But we need to get back to Merkstead before they leave tonight. They are leaving tonight, so we need to leave before them and get back to Merkstead so we can warn the town.
That's a lot.
Yes, that is a lot. It's
Honestly,
a lot.
we'd already suspected, or knew rather, that the High Priest had been aligned with the Imperium. Just didn't know quite what it meant until now, to be honest.
Yes, and one of the last things that you would have heard on that tape recording as well was, "Oi, who's that in the rafters? Get them." So I'm also being hunted by the nobles, by the people of this city, and the Imperium. So I've got a lot of bad people after me. I've had to dodge a couple of assassins a few times. I've not been able to take them out.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No.
Imperium assassins are no joke.
Oh, I want assassins.
They're not very nice.
Stick with me and you might find them.
It sounds like you probably need one of the stashes as disguise just so that you can leave the hotel room with us, because I don't think it's particularly a good idea that we split up at this point if we want to be on the move as soon as possible.
Okay. We'll be able to trick the guards with this disguise, or with me polymorphed as a creature hiding somewhere. Whatever the decision is, whatever we decide on that. I won't be able to hide from the assassins, though. They have this knack to be able to track people no matter what form they're in. I've tried disguising myself previously, and it's not gone so well. So I'm guessing it's going to be the same with polymorph.
Well, the good news for you is that I am incredibly adept at chopping people in half.
Al sort of looked you over. It doesn't see any weapons.
Oh, hang on. Whoop. This is Eclipse.
Oh, wow. Okay, that is very, very cool. Could I have a look at that, please?
Yo, she is beautiful. Just treat her gently like a lady.
We're also not supposed to be taking our weapons out in the city if we don't want to get arrested ourselves.
True, but those rules don't apply outside of the city. So if we're in the tent district and we get attacked, then fair game. As long as we don't hurt any of the civilians out there.
Fine, I already gave them lollipops. They're fine.
Okay, fair enough. Takes the scythe. Oh, wow, this is really heavy. Oh, there's so many. Can I tinker with it? Is that okay? I want to ask permission
what would-
before.
What would you be doing? What are you doing? What would you do to her?
Well, I could extend the blade for you, make it bigger. I could,
Oh yeah.
I could have it.
Oh yeah.
I could have it so it folds into another weapon if you'd like to. If you
we
need
got
Oh.
a time limit. Should we maybe save this for the route back?
Oh, I can do it right now if you want.
Do it.
Time limit. Let's get out first. Do it on the route.
Okay, well, we can't, like you said, we can't get the weapons out while we're in the town. So I could do it while we're leaving.
Exactly.
If that's okay with you, Peri. No, sorry, Wilhelmina. Wilsifer.
Wilsifer.
Sorry.
God.
I'm really bad. Is that okay?
Yeah. It'll have to be. I mean, the work better be exemplary.
Okay. Goes into their own armband, and you watch as they push a few buttons, and you can hear what sounds like a washing machine noise come from the armband, like a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo noise. That'll be done soon. Right, now where's this item that you have to disguise me? And what am I doing? What shall I be? I could disguise myself as an insect and hide in one of your hair.
The only thing about polymorph, as far as I'm aware, is that you do take on the intelligence of the creature. So I personally would recommend just using it for disguise for the moment, and then we'll switch over to one of the other mustaches as a creature for next. Once we know what creature you should be.
Okay, I'm guessing that the mustache stays no matter what I do.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And here's an impressive moustache, just in case you were worried.
Okay, I will take a moustache off of you and stick it on. Right, and sort of closes their eyes a bit and thinks, and you watch as their form shifts and changes, and they're still dwarven in appearance, but instead they've made themselves more male representing, and instead of being sort of pale skinned, pink haired, they're a little bit more tanned, and they've got short cropped black hair and wearing blacksmith regalia or clothing. Regalia sounds a bit posh for a blacksmith.
Well done. You look like an NPC if I had to guess.
I have no idea what an NPC is, but thank you very much.
Non-political component.
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or an insult. Anyway, should we get out of here?
Right. Okay. So you take us to this market where we can get some ferrets.
Yes, right, let's go.
Around here.
Do you still have rat eyes outside?
I can do. We'll resume the shoulder and.
You'd rolled a really bad perception check before, and Luca was chewing on one of the plants that you'd grown through Druidcraft. But now that you've gone back in, you're now walking through Luca again. I would ask you for another perception check to see what's going on outside.
I will do this.
Please do that. Ooh, no.
12.
Yeah, Luca doesn't see anything. You see the normal guard patrols.
Subtly spreading dandelions and wildflowers.
Yeah, so you can time leaving the inn to when the patrol isn't looking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will feed back the information, and yeah, presumably we've kind of clocked onto like what the pattern is at this point.
Yeah, cool. So you can all leave the tavern, and Agatha will lead you down the street, back up the street the way that you came, and as you turn around the corner, she leads you down another one, and up a little bit, she leads you down another little side street, and about 3 or 4 doors down, you come to a pet shop that is just beginning to close up for the night as the sun's beginning to set down, because you got to Ostragos probably about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then with the queuing up and everything, the sun started to go down by the time you got in. But yes, this shop sells a variety of different animals. It's got a couple of it's got lots of ferrets. Ferrets is the thing that they have in abundance. They've got some cats, they've got some dogs, they've got a couple of snakes and some other bits. All animals are now legal in this world. And a platypus. There's one platypus.
We must
This-
have the platypus and name it Peri.
You say that, and
Please.
it gets some really shifty eyes.
Give it a hat. It's only Peri when it has the hat.
Now, is this a reference that Sean doesn't get?
No, I get it. Phineas and
Okay.
Ferb.
Okay, just checking.
I'm old, but that means that I can get references, after the point at which I'm more or less.
Behind the counter of this shop is lizard folk, female lizard folk who has their feet up currently, sort of overlapping each other, and is picking something out of their teeth. It looks like they've probably just had something to eat or something. While there is a catfolk man walking around, elderly gentleman, probably the owner of the shop, who is beginning to close things up. The door opens and he goes, hello, we're just about to close. Are you just browsing, or if you're just browsing, I'd ask you
We
to
would
come back
like to
tomorrow.
make a purchase, please.
Oh, okay, yes. By all means, please go see my assistant over there. They'll help you with any of your purchasing needs and can show you any of the animals that we have. I'm just preparing to close up, so please do bear with me. And he sort of gestures for you all to come in. And then he goes outside, and you watch as he fiddles around with the larger window, and pulls a shutter down to sort of begin locking up the shop. But leaves the
Right.
door open.
You were set on ferrets, yeah?
You want ferrets? We can get you ferrets.
I'm talking to
I forgot Agatha was not a ferret yet. Yes, ferrets be good, says in a really bad dwarfish accent. Or northern accent, this would be. Aye.
All right. How much are your ferrets?
The lizard folk stops picking their teeth and puts their feet down as you approach. Ferrets. We have quite a few ferrets. That we sell each ferret for 2 gold. How many would you like?
How much gold have you got on you? Again to Agatha.
A lot. Enough.
All right, we'll take all your ferrets.
Okay, well I've got 10 of them, so it'll be 20 gold.
Platypus.
You want a platypus and all?
Why not?
A platypus is slightly larger, so platypus is 5 gold. Done. Agatha is saying one word answers.
Any more for any more?
It's food.
Oh, do you sell feed for them?
Yeah, I can put feed in. Yeah, I'll provide you with some feeders. I'll put that into the price. That'll be fine. Yeah.
Any kind of a nice cage? I don't want to say cage because it seems a bit mean, but it's where we can put them. But it's
Transportation
nice and
device.
comfortable.
We are going to need some way of transporting them. Yes.
Yes, we have animal friendly transportation devices that you can take. Yes.
Maybe we have that as well, please.
Yes.
Or will the platypus get on with the ferrets, or does the platypus need their own one?
Yes, I would strongly suggest having the platypus in a separate transportation device, and I don't have a case. I don't have a transportation device big enough for all of the ferrets to go into, so I'll provide you with a 3 to be able to fit them all in, if that's okay. That will cost you a little bit extra, though, unfortunately. And that'll bump it up to 3 gold per ferret.
Might be a little bit strange just having just ferrets and platypuses. Do you reckon we should get a couple of cats and all?
Why, Udi, why don't you ask if any animals wants to come with us? If any of them want to come with us in particularly.
I mean, Scarlet, you have just very much upset me because you've just made me realise that Udric has probably gone into this shop and has just heard a clamour of voices, and they're all asking to be taken.
Yeah. They are all going, can you take me, please? Please, me. The snakes are going, take me, please.
Well, ask them if we're going to be good boys and girls and thems, and then then we'll take them.
I mean, they're all going to tell us what we want to hear, so that we pick them.
Ruff, ruff, I'd like to go, please. Ruff.
There's a
Could I have a
puppy.
snack?
I mean, I literally.
We need a puppy.
Sean, would you like to out-adopt Talia?
Mm.
Adopt an entire pet store?
I mean, literally, Josh, if you tell me that Agatha has enough money to buy every animal in this shop, I will, yes. We will load them all on the cart.
Agatha has enough, because Agatha wanted to make sure that she had a way to get out of the city if she needed to, so buying up stock of any sort for... Agatha's going to jump in here. Hi, we are from Merkstead, and we are looking to open a pet store. Would you be amenable to setting up a supply chain with us? And the catfolk gentleman walks in as saying that as a actual regular custom between here and Merkstead would be absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Sorry, I'm forgetting which NPC I'm playing now. Would be absolutely fantastic. We can definitely set up some sort of supply chain where we keep sending you feed to sell in the store, and we can send you pets as and when we have an overspill here. Yes, just let us know what the name of the store's going to be, and we'll send it to you. Goggle Springs. That's the name, says Agatha. Okay, right. Well, we'll send any. We'll make sure we make contact with you. We'll send you a weekly supply of feed to Goggle Springs, and we will contact you when we have any new animals in that we are not able to store here. Sounds good. Discount? Yes, you can have a discount. Take a 75% off of their purchases, please. And to speed that along, yes, you can buy the entire stock of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
He will be a bit reluctant to give you everything because he does need stuff here to sell, but you can pretty much take every animal that's in here currently. I have other animals that are in other shops that I can bring here to sell, so that's fine. Sean now wants to make it his mission to come back to Ostragos and buy every shop in every pet store in this city.
As I hate Ostragos, and every pet is in danger here.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Everything, and we'll probably I think Udric will probably get the cart and bring it around. So we'll just load everything up.
Yeah, you go get the cart. 5 gold's already been paid. While everybody else carries it to the main street where you need to go to, because you can't get the cart down this street, so you'd have to go to the main street and walk to the end of that, put everything on, along with all the feed. The catfolk owner will help you bring all of the feed out and everything. In total, you have just acquired 10 ferrets, 2 dogs, 3 snakes. Oh no, Evie's. I'll say this all again. Evie's writing it down.
Hang on. Go again.
Okay, 10 ferrets, 2 dogs.
What kinds? So it's completely out of character, but I love animals, so.
One is a German Shepherd, would be a Dimigan Shepherd, and the other one is a Husky, because I love Huskies.
Oh.
5 cats. Don't ask me cat breeds because I don't know cat breeds. One's orange, one's black, one's tabby.
That's pretty much cat breeds.
It's pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much all cat breeds. 3 snakes, and then 1 platypus.
Brilliant.
I had a question, and then we started going into the animals. Is there documentation? Assume there's some sort of receipt or something along those lines that is going to be checked.
Yes, there's going to be the catfolk owner will provide you with a receipt of all of your purchases, along with a business contract which Agatha has signed as Agatha, has to because Gold Spring has signed it as Agatha, and a regular supply chain will be set up. So not only is animal feed put onto the cart, but you're also given like things that animals can play with, and like chew toys and bedding and all of that sort of stuff. All of the tools you would need to, and leads and things for the dogs and all of that sort of stuff. Anything you would need to have a pet is provided to you in abundance, not just for the number of pets you've got. It's provided extra of. I have a warehouse in the warehouse district where I can, or in the industrial district. That's another one of the district names now. Need to remember that. In the industrial district where I keep all of my supplies and things for the shops. Not animals, don't worry about that. It's just where all of the leads and foods and all of that sort of stuff's kept. So I have an abundance of it. So I'll send some more your way in the next couple of weeks once the contracts and all of that have gone through. Sounds good.
And so the reason I asked about the receipts is which number looks like it's going to be the easiest to doctor to be one number higher?
Ooh.
I mean, it's probably still the 10, because then you just change it into a 0, or we leave it as a 10 and, just hope the ferrets are wriggling around enough that they're not going to count them easily.
Ask them to be extra wiggly.
Yeah, ferrets. Ferrets. That number is probably the easiest one to alter. You reckon with a good forgery check, which I'll get you to roll. But you also know, Udric, that you could probably talk to the ferrets and get them to just bundle on top of one and hide it.
What do we think? This would be kind of outside the shop, like away from hearing eyes. Do we think change the receipt, or do we think they're not very good at counting ferrets?
Who is good at counting ferrets?
I mean, ask them to be extra wiggly and ask them to be nice to another ferret that we add to the pile.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I will talk to the ferrets.
Hooray!
Hey, Agatha. Jeremiah. Wink. How's my size?
Sort of looks at their wrist. You can't see anything there, but looks at their wrist. Cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, cooking.
Do you think the Kate wink will be done by the time we reach the outside of the city?
Should do. Sorry, I'm really bad at this.
You are.
I am.
I thought you were supposed to be sneaky.
I am sneaky, but I don't normally disguise myself, which is probably why I got caught the first time.
All right. Well, there's no time like the present, I suppose. We'll give the other, because I can't remember how many uses like each mustache had, so we'll kind of give the other mustache. Right.
Well, it's been a couple of days, so you've got unlimited uses of disguise self, but only 1 per day use of polymorph.
Okay. It was more, I didn't know if it was whether Agatha would be able to use the same mustache for polymorph, having used it for disguise self.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, she can do that. And watch as her form shrinks down into that of a ferret with a big bushy mustache.
Cool.
Climbs into the cage with the others, and you've spoken to the others. Like, yeah, we can do that. We can hide someone. Yeah, smuggling. Oh, yeah, and there's a bundle on top of Agatha as they climb in.
Yeah, and I will kind of, when some guards go past, I will talk to them in ferret, knowing full well that the guards don't speak ferret, and just say, when you see people like this, make sure you're extra wriggly.
Yeah, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, sounds good. And they sort of reel around as the patrol walks past you. The guards sort of give you a quizzical look as they hear you sort of ticking and making the noises that ferrets make.
I'm very good with animals, I say in normal.
Yeah.
I say in normal. Common.
They nod at you.
And then go back to squeaking.
They nod at you and just carry on walking.
Yeah, squeaking, squeakity.
Squeakerson.
Can everybody make me a perception check, please?
Cool. I'm also going to say, as long as I'm not casting anything, Luca is permanently just druid crafting. I am weeding this place to absolute buggery.
Would you say
which-
Luca is weeding this place? Get it? Weeding this place. No? No? Evie looks like Evie wants to put up a boo card, but doesn't have one to hand to do.
I don't even have the energy for a boo. I'm just disappointed, Josh.
Oh,
Oh,
it's the worst.
well, good night, everybody. We'll see you soon. Yes, Luca can keep weeding around. Make me a stealth roll for
redistributing.
I see.
That was
Right.
better.
Okay. Make me a stealth check for Luca, please.
Will do. Also, Udric's perception was only a 7.
Also a 7.
Oh no. What did Peri roll perception?
Yeah, it was a dirty 20.
Oh, sorry, I
Again.
didn't hear. Sorry, I was so lost in your disappointment that I didn't hear what you said.
I don't think I said. I think I was so disappointed I forgot to tell you what it was.
Oh no. Yeah. I need to roll something.
Stealth for Luca, it's another flat roll, so it's 11.
Okay. As Luca is weeding the place, the patrol walks past and they just spot the tail end of Luca go dart into one of the alleyways. We need to call the pest patrol out. There's vermin running around. Seems to be growing a lot of weeds all over the place. Yeah, let's go. When we get back to the guard station, we need to call pest control out. They carry on walking. They don't clock that Luca's with you.
I just feel really bad for the city's pests now.
Yeah. Well,
These are the choices we make.
yep. Your actions have consequences. No matter how small. Anyway, you go to leave. As you get to the gate, there are guards on the other end of the gate. And they stop you. Oi, why are you leaving at this time of night? Where do you think you're going? Have you made all of your purchases for today? You're not trying to smuggle anything out, are you?
No, of course not.
Right, do you mind if we have a little look at your cart and see your inventory list, please? We can see you've got some stuff in the back.
They're a bit squiggly,
Bit
but they're so cute.
All right. So you hand over the inventory list, and same thing as on the outside. The guards have a look. Although they spend a bit longer looking at everything this time because you actually have stuff in the truck in your cart. And you watch as they're checking the inventory items, and they're going up to three. They call them cages. 3 cages, 3 for ferrets. Jungle gym for ferrets, and all of this sort of stuff. They start ticking the list off. They don't count the number of animals that there are. Well, they do like the dogs and all of that, but when it comes to the ferrets, they're wiggling around so much, so you just see the guard just sort of gives up. So, yeah, 10. And hands you the paperwork. Fine. Have a good day. Sort of pulls a flare gun up. You don't see the flare. The gate's open again.
We roll past. Can I just go, guess who earned a lollipop?
What, to the guard?
Yeah.
Thanks. Takes it off of you.
You're welcome.
Okay. You've got, what, 7 of them left now?
I dropped that one on the ground earlier.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. He sort of looks at
The
it.
hair stuck in it.
Oh, it's an unsealed one. He looks at it, he's like, okay,
You earned it.
thanks. And you can leave the city and the gates begin to close. And you begin making your way back down towards Merkstead, or are you going to... Is there anything you want to do before you begin making your way down?
Maggie, I want my weapon. What if we're jumped by assassins? Oh, wait. No, she's a
Squeak, squeak,
ferret.
squeak,
She
squeak.
can't understand me.
Yeah.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. I know they won't understand that.
I think it might be an idea to just get a little bit further out of Ostragos, and then we can think about changing form back. But pretty tight deadline, right? So straight back.
Yeah, I guess. And at least now I've got entertainment. Takes out comic book.
Not wagon full of pets.
No, it's the comic
Also
book.
pets.
Yeah.
I have both the dogs on me.
Yeah, you've let them advocate out of their transportation devices, and they are sort of. Udric's got a bit of a rapport with all of them. Udric, I think you've got a future in not so much, probably not a pet store, but probably a pet not cemetery.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, that was the word I was looking for, thank you. That was the word that was in my head, but it's not the word that came out of my mouth. But yeah.
Sanctuaries eventually need a cemetery.
God.
And he's a gardener, so it makes sense. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it did cross my mind, like, we've just signed out a bunch of pets to an artificer, and I'm like, I really hope that animal testing isn't a thing in this world.
So we're taking them to the town where war is about to be.
I think we... Isn't Goggle Springs a bit out of the town, though?
No, it's in the town. It's a few doors up from the inn, from the tavern, from the Rusty Pirate. It's on that same stretch of street where all of the main shops are.
Well,
other than the costume shop and all that.
I guess part of the conversations that Udric is having is a little bit on war tactics and what to do, how to defend yourselves against incoming armies.
The dogs just go, okay. And the cats just seem completely uninterested.
They're well aware already. They know all of these checks.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, a thought does cross your mind. You could take them to Redstone Farm to start off with.
That had crossed my mind.
There you go. I thought I'd plant that more in there. But yeah, it gets towards an hour after you leaving the city, and one of the ferrets is scratching at the transportation thing that they're in, case that they're in. It's trying to get out, and you watch and they've got big fluffy moustaches again towards the end of the hour. Even though they have the intelligence of a ferret, they still know that something weird is happening with their body. So you open the cage and they dive out and turn back into Agatha, who sort of rolls to the back of the cart near to where Udric's sitting and takes the moustache off. Like, oh wow, okay. We haven't been... Sorry?
Did you have fun?
I've got a couple of bite marks on me. I think some of them nipped me in places at one point, but I'll be fine. We haven't been followed, have we?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Make me perception checks, please, everybody.
I mean, if I don't think I gave my perception check before, did I? I think I said a 7.
It was a 7 before, yeah.
You want a new one?
Yes, please. Yeah, because you're now outside the city.
What a 10.
10, 6, and...
I got a Gentlefolks 20.
Oh, okay. Thank God for that. Right, 20. So, I just need to make a roll.
Could ask the animals to help watch and sniff.
I've got eyes on the ground in the cages.
Yeah. One of the dogs is perk up, and they sort of look out the back of the cage, the cart, sorry. And as they do, Udric, you sort of get a sense of fear coming from the animals. And as you turn to look, you can see in the trees on one side of the road, there seems to be shadows moving through the trees. Yeah.
Think we mayhaps been followed, yes.
Where?
Aggie, I need the size.
Oh,
Wait,
right,
you're not
yes.
Aggie. Sorry, Agatha.
Yes, Agatha, please. And sorry, I had to do that. Pushes a
Come up
button,
with a better name for you.
and this your scythe comes out of Agatha's wristband and hands it over to you. It looks the exact same as it did when it went in.
Hey, anything new?
Oh yes, sorry, and points to some buttons that have been inserted into close to where you hold it. If you push those buttons, the black one will extend your blade, and the red one will turn your weapon into a greatsword. It won't have a handguard, though. That's the only thing.
Okay, that's pretty fine.
It extends the blade and then turns it upwards and slots it back into place. If I had it a bit longer, I could have made it into a glaive as well, but I could do that later.
Oh, I'm proficient with glaives. Sorry, that's completely
Interesting.
Yep.
Udric, do you point out the shadowed figures jumping through the trees?
Yeah, I will, as subtly as I can, which is probably not very subtle at all. Just be like, look, there and there.
Oh, I've seen that before.
Yeah, I was about to say, Lily, that's a tactic that you've seen before. There are assassins chasing
Don't
you.
do that. That's assassins. Definitely assassins.
There a roof to our cart?
No, it's an open cart.
An open cart.
Yeah.
Really wanted to do like a full chase scene with just Peri on top, whacking at them.
It
was
is
not to
now
be.
a roofed cart. There we go.
I get on top of the cart with my scythe and the bigger blade.
Awesome. Can everybody please roll me initiative?
Oh, no.
Mechanically, Josh, what does the bigger blade do?
The larger blade will deal an additional d6 of damage
Ooh.
on top of the damage it already
Ooh.
does. But it costs you a bonus action to extend the blade.
Ah.
But
Okay.
it's a bonus action to flick between modes.
Right, got you.
Do you want initiatives?
Yes, please. 1 second. Let me just load that screen up. Udric, what did you roll?
15.
15 from Udric. Lily?
A 12.
12. And Peri?
17.
17. And then Agatha is going to roll. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Rolled a 16. And then the other figures that are chasing you rolled a mixed match of rolls. Okay, so at the start of combat, I will just say now that this is going to be a chase scene. So somebody is going to need to steer Harold while this is going on. That will take an action to do, unfortunately, in order to make sure that you don't lose control of him. In fact, actually, no, that's boring. It will be your movement to keep control of Harold. So you make an animal handling check. So you still have your action and bonus action to do what you want, Udric, because I know you're the one that's going to be in charge of that. So I don't want you to lose out on your turn just because you're doing the cart. So, because that's not fun. So at the top of the round, because you are a player character, Peri, you will go first. You share the initiative of one of these creatures.
Okay. Are they still just kind of shadows?
There's shadows darting in between the trees on what would be your left-hand side of the road going down. They're sort of diving between the trees. Every now and then you'll see them go onto the floor, run along a bit, and then jump up. But they just look like shadows at the moment. You haven't made any solid identification of them, but they haven't approached the cart yet.
Okay, so they're not really within reaching distance.
Not
So I will bonus action extend the scythe. And then I will hold my action for my attack action for when one of them comes within reaching distance.
Awesome. As you push the button, you watch as these lines appear across your blade, and the blade itself, the tip end of it, retracts back into the main body of the blade, and then that bit extends outwards and makes itself slightly bigger, and then a longer blade comes out, so it's now almost a full crescent moon. So, you didn't see. This would now make the Harbinger's scythe look like a toothpick, which is a comment that I made earlier on in the show to yours. That you got it. But it does make it heavier, so the extra handle that you have attached more center, you're going to have to use that with it. But that doesn't affect you at all. Just means you're using it two-handed, which you do anyway. But yeah, so you can hold your action to do your attacks. It is now one of these creatures' turns, and it is going to attempt to hide. What is everybody's passive perception, please?
15.
9.
Okay, so it is unable to hide from you, as its stealth check was abysmal. So, not knowing that, it is going to jump out of one of the trees, and it is going to attempt to make a poisoned blade attack it's going to go for Agatha to start off with. So this is 2 attacks, as Agatha is the target. That is going to be a 12 and 17 to hit. So the 17 will hit Agatha, but the 12 won't. Agatha takes a bit of damage as you watch as one of these daggers hits her in the shoulder, and she falls back into one of the cages. The ferrets sort of go a bit wild as they see that their friend who was in one of these with them earlier is now wounded, and you watch as the dagger disappears, and you can see some green liquid is coming out of the wound. As Agatha needs to make a Constitution saving throw and passes, so is not poisoned. That one's turn done as it rolled 2 attacks. That then makes it Agatha's turn. Agatha is.
I
Yes.
held my action for when one of them became within striking distance.
They threw from 60 feet away.
Ooh, they threw them. Very good.
They went.
That is all, Your Honor.
And then it makes it Agatha's turn, and Agatha is going to do a thing. What's Agatha? Agatha's just going to heal themselves. Yep, heals some of the damage back, but is still wounded. That makes it Udric's turn.
Was Agatha poisoned or not?
Wasn't poisoned, no, but did take some damage, but has since healed themselves. Could you roll me an animal handling? I'm going to ask for an animal handling check at the beginning of each of your turns.
Yep, that's all good. Probably representative of the fact that we've come under attack. That's a 16.
16. Okay, so you're able to keep control of Harold. He looks a bit spooked by the fact that there's been some basically call to arms from the animals. He can also smell the fear from them and is a little bit apprehensive, but you're able to keep him under control and keep him going in a straight line, so you now get the rest of your turn.
Cool. Yeah, I'm basically kind of talking to all of the animals at this point and just like reassuring them as much as I can.
Yeah. One thing that you do notice with the high perception that you rolled before, that even though you're in a cart and you've now picked up the pace and you're moving faster, whatever these creatures are, they are keeping pace with you and they're on foot.
Okay. And none of them are actually within. Like none of them are on the cart yet, are they? They're just kind of from afar.
One of them is 60 feet away currently, but is keeping along the side of the cart after throwing the daggers.
Okay.
The other one's in the bushes. You can see shadows moving around, but you can't pinpoint their exact location.
What is your ruling on us moving and spells that say a point in range? Like, so like, for example, plant growth, it's like, it makes sense that it's plants within range of the thing, but is it like they will kind of bloom and wither as we kind of drive through them, or is it I plant it and then it gets further away from us?
You'd plant it and it would get further away from you, I'd say.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is going to be...
Unless you were to put it on a moving location.
Well, that would be the thing, like...
Oh yeah, if you wanted to put it on the cart, it's not just going to stay and then it stays and the cart keeps moving. It will stay within the cart if you want it on the cart. If you put it on the road, then it will stay on the road.
Yeah, it is awkward that they are not here yet. Okay, I think the best thing I can do really is could I because I've still got a mustache of disguise on me. Can I disguise myself as Agatha in the hopes that they weren't paying too much attention to which one of us she is?
I would say, because Agatha was inside the cart when Agatha got hit, that you can do that without them noticing that you're not the real Agatha.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Unless you look at them and they see the big puffy moustache.
Well, yeah, I will do that and try to make it as small a moustache as possible. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The moustache doesn't change its size unless you polymorph with it, but it is always there, because having Agatha being a ferret with that massive sort of humanoid moustache would have been hilarious, but unfeasible.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that as an action. Then I'll don a mustache.
Awesome.
I don't really have any. Oh, bonus action for no. Well, companion is an action as well. Yeah, no, I'll do the mustache as my action.
Awesome. Did you dismiss Luca before you
It
got
only
on the
lasts-
cart? Only last what?
The last 2 hours actually. So what? She popped out of polymorph after an hour, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I suppose Luke is still around.
Yeah, Luca would still be around at this point, so Luca would have a turn after you.
Okay. I don't know that there's much that I can do. I don't think that they have an attack or anything like that, but it's good to know that they're around because then I can deliver spells using them. Yeah, I think. Yeah, just good to know.
Yeah,
so I've got stuff.
Cool.
That's me.
Awesome. At the end of your turn, Lily.
Okay. Calling forth sword, is that a bonus action, or am I just allowed to be like, off you pop?
Yeah, you'd be like off your pop. Your sword acts like a familiar that is always on you, so you can just unclick it and sword will just fly out.
Unclick and just be like, sword, help!
Sword donks you on the head as it comes out and will help you. Sword has a fly speed of 50 foot, so won't be able to get to one of them, but can hover around if you'd like.
I would like to send sword out so it can help Peri with
Flanking.
Thank you, with flanking.
Awesome. Yeah, you can do that. So it will. Peri, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but a sword floats next to you. The sword that Lily has been carrying around is now floating next to you.
We're acquainted.
Met sword.
Just sort of nods towards you.
Boop.
We a little anti-nod.
Yeah, boop.
And it will hold its action for an attack as soon as something gets close.
Okay, as a bonus action, I would like to do innate sorcery,
Yes.
which means my spell save DC of sorcerer spells increased by 1, and I have an advantage on attack rolls of sorcery spells cast. So I'm going to do that.
Lovely.
Do that, and I'm gonna cast magic missile, please.
Amazing.
Magic missile. No, that's the damage. Come on.
Magic missile automatically hits.
Oh. Okay. And on. Come on. Let me see. No. Let me do. On level 2, that's two peepees, right? Beans?
It would be.
I think it's 3 at normal level.
I think it's 3 at level 1, and then at level 4 it'll be at level 2. Sorry, it'll be 4.
Okay, so if it automatically hits, then
Should be. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 4d4 plus 4. I think.
okay. Just gonna do that here so it's easier. Abuse. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11.
11
damage.
points of damage to the one
That's
that
nice.
attacked before. How do your magic missiles look as they leave you?
They are green in nature for sure, and I'm quite angrily like shooting them off because I've seen this before and they really hurt me and they made me go sleepies. So I'm just like, oh no, I don't want that to happen again.
They sort of fly around and smash into the one that's running around after you. It almost causes them to lose balance and they fall back from the cart a little bit as they stumble and try to keep their footing, but they're still running. They look like they're taking some damage from it, but they're still going.
Okay. I do not like these guys at all. And that's my turn.
Awesome. At the end of your turn, you watch as, or Peripatea will see this more than, well, and Udric would see this as well, as the other shadowed figure jumps out of the tree and somehow is able to somersault the full 60 foot onto the top of the cart and pull 2 daggers out. And Peri, you can make your attack of opportunity, as can Sword.
Yeah, go sword. Please let sword
God, I'm
help
on the wrong
Peripatea.
Yeah. Well,
So
Peri.
19,
Sorry.
19 to hit on the first attack.
Awesome. You'd get a +2 from sword flanking.
Oh,
Which is
so
21, so
to
that
hit on the
hits,
first
yeah.
attack.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hits.
yeah, cool. So yeah, I'll roll the damage on that, and then I still can take an extra attack. They'll probably need it, but okay. So it's dice. Brain's not computing. Okay, that, and then I also need a d6.
Yes.
I'm not raging, so I don't get extra things from that, but that's pretty good. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 slashing damage, please.
Lovely. Okay.
And then I'll make my second attack.
Yep.
Which is a 23 normally plus sword things.
So 25. Yep, that will hit.
Cool. So that's that again. Again, that was pretty good. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 extra points of slashing damage, please.
Awesome. So as you strike with that first attack, you notice this this assassin sort of dives one way and dives the other way and takes kind of more of a glancing blow from the first attack. And as they jump up in the air and try to do some sort of fancy spin to go to attack you, you just smack them with the other part of your scythe for the full 15 damage. So it looks like they just took a little bit less damage from that first attack. Maybe they have uncanny dodge. And then Sword gets to make an attack as well.
Are you rolling swordies?
I'll let you roll Sword. It's a D20 plus 7.
$12.
12. Unfortunately, Sword goes to strike, but with all of the flipping and acrobatics this assassin is doing, Sword just misses.
You got this, sword. I believe in you.
This thing is then going to make 2 stab attacks against Peripatea, as you are the one that struck at it. Ooh, okay, that is going to be a 23 to hit and a 17 to hit.
Only the 23 does.
Only the 23. Okay, so you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage and 8 points of poison damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Absolutely. Luckily, I'm relatively good at Constitution. That was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 is a failure, unfortunately. Only by 1. So you are now poisoned until until the start of your next turn. However, you will take an additional 1d10 poison damage at the start of your next turn as well.
And remind me, does poison do anything other than extra damage?
You have a disadvantage on attack until the end of your next turn. Sorry, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while you're poisoned.
Okay, see that.
Cool. It is then going to attempt to. It's already used its bonus. No, it's not used its bonus action. It is going to use its bonus action to disengage, and it is going to run.
Sentinel.
Ooh, if Sentinel gets around disengaged, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it does. It is a
does.
disadvantage because I'm poisoned, but
Yeah. Gonna make me an attack roll, please, with disadvantage.
okay. So that was a 20, a natural 20, and then a 15, 16, 17, 8, a 24.
Okay. Yes, that hits.
Cool.
So natural 20. What is your normal damage?
Oh no, I was at disadvantage.
Oh, so So what was your actual roll then?
It was a 50. Oh, what was it? Oh,
I thought you said the 24. So you had a natural
24.
20, and then you had a 24.
Oh, okay, yes, yeah, okay, yeah, then that hits. Okay, phew. Ooh, okay.
So, oh god, what was the six? Everything goes down. Okay, so that is another 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Another 20 slashing damage,
They've
please.
used their reactions. They can't lower that, so they are looking bloodied. They are dead on bloodied, actually, as you slash into them again, cutting like into their shoulder and into their armor and causing blood to splurt out. They cough up a bit of blood as they sentinel means they don't move, so they stay where they are, and they're like as they start coughing blood out.
I like to imagine that you used your scythe to just like pin their foot onto the top of the cart.
Oh yeah, it just comes through the roof.
Not through the roof. We've got animals on board, Josh.
True. Yeah, they're far enough away from the roof to not get hit by it, but it comes through, like the little spike of the scythe comes through and a little bit of blood drips through. You can see that they've been pinned in place. Oh dear. Okay, so we move to the top of round 2. Peri, it is your turn. You have got someone right in front of you.
I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
And I imagine this person is probably gonna look at the ragey Peripatea who's taken most of their hit points, has their foot pinned to the floor, and is probably just gonna shit it.
It's a wisdom saving throw, isn't it?
No, that's Celestial Revelation.
Oh yes. Sorry, I thought you were doing that. Yeah, I am going to roll a fear check.
Both are bonus actions.
No, they look scared, but they're not frightened of you.
So I'm going to make my first attack at disadvantage.
Yep.
Again, another 20, but I don't get it. For a 15, that's another 24.
Yep, that hits.
Yep, so I'll do this one.
You also take 6 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Yes, of course. Thank you for letting me know.
That's all right.
So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, then another d6, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And some of that's radiant.
Wow. That will have no effect on them. No resistances to that particular type of damage. But yes, you carve a great big gash in their other side, and part of their intestines begin to fall out. They do not look well. They look like they might die any minute.
And now for my second attack.
Yes.
20 that I can't use. My god. For a 13 plus 9 is 22.
That will hit. You've just rolled 3 natural 20s in a row, I'd like to point out.
Yeah.
None of which you can use.
Yeah, I did. Celebi. Okay, so that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's another 17 points of damage, please.
How would you like to kill this assassin?
As I said, I was very good at chopping people in half. I would very much like to do that. Like, bring it up out the foot, do a slash, and then do one more as I kind of do a cross. But on the final cross, they just kind of slide down.
And they just split into 4 sections and then just fall off of the cart. And those of you that are inside the cart just watch as all these body pieces just onto the road.
Nice
Just
one,
to check
Peri.
there's no one else. Just to check there's no one else nearby, right?
No one else nearby. The other one is 60 foot away and is taking some damage from Lilly. Awesome.
No, that does end my turn.
That does end your turn. Seeing what you just did to one of to its companion, this assassin is not going to get close to you, so he's going to carry on running along the cart, moving along the trees, jumping over walls and things. It seems that terrain is not impeding their movement. They spot Agatha sitting in the front seat with the horses, and is going to driving the horse, and is going to throw 2 daggers at Agatha.
Cool. It occurs to me I'm probably not holding my shield if I'm driving a cart, so I better take that off.
So that's going to be a 19 to hit you and a 16 to hit you.
With the shield, one of those would not have, but without the shield, both of them do.
Okay, so you are going to take from the first one 11 points of piercing and 6 points of poison and a Constitution saving throw, please.
Con save.
DC 15.
Well, that is only a 13.
Okay, so you have the poison condition until the end of your next turn, and then the next lot of damage is 6 points of piercing and another 6 points of poison. But no Constitution save because you're already poisoned. And you'll take a d10 of damage at the beginning of your next turn. As these daggers fly into you. You don't need to make a con save for the disguise self because I don't think it's concentration anyway, and it's not you concentrating on it, it's the moustache. If the moustache had got hit, I might get the moustache to roll. But yeah, but the daggers disappear as the poison begins to leak out of your body. That means we then move to Agatha's turn. Agatha is going to move towards one of the sort of hatches in the cart, trying to stay as hidden as she can. And you watch as she begins channeling a spell and begins moving her arms around. She is going to what's the word that I was going to use for it?
Upcast.
Not upcast, no. She is going to concentrate on amplify. She's going to amplify a spell, but she needs to hold it for 2 rounds to be able to do that. So that makes it your turn, Udric.
Okay. Tossing up between. So I was going to lesser restoration. Peri. However, if I take any more of those while I'm trying to make myself a target, this cart is going to go careening off of the road. By the way, do you need...
That's a point, actually, yes. Animal handling check with disadvantage, please. And Peri is no longer poisoned as well. You'll know that. You'll know that because of your ability to sense poison and disease through people's auras.
Cool. With the disadvantage, it's a 14.
14, okay. So it's a little bit... Harold starts veering off a little bit as seeing or hearing you get hit has sort of made him panic a bit. So he's starting to veer off the road, and the cart is starting to come with him, going off of the gravel and more onto the rocks and the more difficult terrain. And you can feel the cart begin to go. Peripatea, I'm going to need an acrobatics or athletics check from you, please.
Definitely athletic. And I'm raging, which
would give you it with advantage.
Gives me advantage. So that is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
26. So you just sort of get down into a sort of more crouched position with the scythe out behind you and just put all of your weight into your feet and your hand, and that is holding on, and you are able to not move anywhere. You don't even slide. Sword is keeping up with the cart as it's moving, so sword is fine. But cart is, you can hear the animals going, oh, this is really bumpy. Is it's the dogs are loving it. The cats are like, why is my sleep being disturbed? And the ferrets are just going, the snakes haven't moved.
Just the heads stay in position of the...
Yeah. So, yes, what else would you like to do, Udric? Oh, you take a... You'll also take 10 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Actually, on my turn. I take 10.
You take 10 points at the beginning of your turn, and you're poisoned until the end of your turn.
Right. Well, that makes my choice a lot easier. I am actually just going to have to plug the highest level cure wounds into myself that I can.
Okay.
So... 3d8 plus some numbers. That's 5. Not as high as I wanted it to be. It's 15.
15. Okay, so you get 15 hit points back.
And then I realised as a bonus action, I have my Fey gift from my orc hobgoblin
Nature.
nature. I could do the temp HP one and just stay upright for a little bit longer. Peri can't. Oh, no. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. So one of the options is until the start of your next turn, the first time the creature you help hits a target with an attack. And I've seen Lilly. I know that Lily's attacks hit automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use the Spite Fey gift, which I think for Udric it kind of manifests as like military tactics. So we'll kind of give Lilly some kind of tactical advice. So yeah, next time you hit a target with an attack, the target has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes within the next minute.
Nice.
Okay.
Sounds good. Is that the end of your turn, Udric?
Action, that's bonus, that's movement to drive the cart. Yep, that's me.
Awesome. Lilly, it's your turn.
Right. Well, with that, I'm definitely going to use magic missile again.
Go for it.
Forced you into that.
No, that's all right. Automatically hits. Okay. Same amount, so 4 times. Ding, 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 ding.
I need to get some dice out, actually. No.
No. I did it too many times. There we go. The amount of dice plus what again? I forgot.
If you cast it at the same level again.
Yes.
So it'd be 4 dice plus 4.
Oh, 14.
14. Wow.
14.
This one, oh no, that's Agatha's hit points. Don't take that off of Agatha. You just turn around and blast Agatha in the face. Yes,
Practically, they'll stop attacking us if we kill the person that they're trying to attack.
This is true. You cast your magic missiles and they fly around again. This assassin tries to dodge out of the way of some of them, tries to flip over them and everything, but they sort of circle back and smack in the back of the head and catch them in the sides. And yeah, they've taken damage. They're not looking the best.
They have disadvantage on their next attack as well.
Awesome.
Can sword reach them?
Sword won't be able to get to them. No, they're still 60 feet away. Sword can only move 50.
Okay. I'll ask sword to get closer to Udric and protect if I can.
Awesome. Yes, you can do that. Sword will move towards. Will provide disadvantage to any attack rolls that go towards Udric, which, if applied to a creature that already has disadvantage, will give it an additional -1. Because I like stacking that way. Awesome. So, does that end your turn, Lilly?
Yes.
Awesome. At the top of the round, Peripatea, it is your turn.
Ooh, what are your rules about getting my longbow out of my arm and changing weapon?
If you're doing it as part of the attack action, I don't see why not.
Oh, I put Eclipse firmly into the cart lid, take out the longbow, and I take aim at someone who is within eyesight.
Yeah, it's just this one assassin who's running around at the moment. They didn't try stealthing on their last turn, which I probably should have done, but they didn't. So,
Oh, that was dog shite, so I'm going to attack recklessly.
yeah, go for it.
That's better.
Yes, because you can choose to use strength for the longbow, can't you? You don't have to use dex. I think, is that right? I could be thinking of a
I
different
have
system.
no idea. There's D&D Beyond says number. I do number.
That's fair. Carry on. Yeah, so you did it
So
recklessly.
22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Cool. So that one does. Oh, that's a short bow, Evie. Give me 1 second to equip my actual longbow.
That is fine.
There it is. The D8. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. Oh, max. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I'm raging. Is that 11? Is that melee attack? Hang on.
I think rage is only on melee attacks that use strength.
Just double
I'm
checking. Reading it now.
Yeah, I'm wondering about my zealot thing.
I don't know. Because you're using the new zealot, so I don't know if they've changed it.
It just says the first creature you hit with a weapon attack.
That's fine then. Yeah, so you can use your Divine Fury on a bow.
And rage damage is when you make an attack using strength. So as long as you can use strength on a bow.
Which I will allow, because if anybody's seen the Scorpion King, you need strength for certain types of bow.
Yeah. Whoop. Yeah.
Would make it +9 or +8 to hit.
That's fine, you hit either way.
Okay, cool. Okay. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points of piercing damage.
21, we'll take it down to that amount. Yes, they look bloodied as this arrow hits them with the strength that you hit them with. They will kind of dodge out of the way of it, at the same time taking half damage from it.
They are slowed, by the by, which means their speed is now 10 foot less.
Ooh,
And I'm going
okay.
to attack them again.
Go for it.
Yeah,
For an actual nat 20 I can use.
Woo!
There we go.
Hey!
So we take the 8 from the longbow and then roll double dice. Roll double dice,
Double
add
dice.
your modifiers, and then add an additional 8 on the end.
Cool. But not double dice for the radiant stuff, yeah?
I think you only get the radiant stuff on one attack, though, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do. Good. Yeah, good catch.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another 13.
Another 13.
13.
Yep, another 13 plus the 8 on top will be 21.
You do get the damage for rage. It's sneak attack and you don't get. But yeah, rage damage is whenever you make an attack using strength.
Cool, so that'll be another 2 onto both of those, yeah?
My brain is exploding. Okay, so there was an 8. I'm taking that into account. Then I rolled a 5 on my d8.
That's 13, yep. Now add your
13.
dex or strength, whichever. I don't mind.
13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yep, so that's 18
Okay.
damage.
D6. 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yep.
Rage.
Yep.
23, 24.
Cool. You do another 24, leaving it with that much. I'll take the other 2 off of it from the previous attack as well, for the rage damage. Yes, it looks very hurt, as it is unable to dodge out of the way of that second attack because it's used its reaction.
Bonus action. I'm going to heal myself
Go for it.
for 1d12. For max heals, because I'm rolling really well.
Nice. Right, so is that the end of your turn?
I guess I will move towards, like if one of them looks like they're harrying either end of the carriage, I'll move towards said end to be more of a target.
Yeah, you've caused them to move quite far back now, so they're more the tail end of the carriage. So they can't get to where Udric is with their movement, because now that they've been slowed twice, the only targets that they've got are either the animals, which Josh isn't going to do, or you. So you'll be the target of their next attacks. But they have disadvantage on the first attack anyway because of Lilly and Udric's combination. So it goes to their turn. They are going to make their first attack against you, Peri, with disadvantage. Nope, that's not going to hit. That is going to be a 9, so it doesn't hit. So the second attack, I've got to roll my Aether dice. That's much better. That is a 26 to hit you.
Oh, that one hits.
That is going to be 8 points of piercing damage
Which is halved because raging.
because of agent, and 2 points of poison damage, and then a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, hang on. I'll put in that poison damage in. Con save. It's 18 plus 6 is a 24.
Yep, so you'll find you don't feel the effects of the poison, so no additional poison damage or poison condition. They're then going to use their bonus action to dive up into one of the nearby trees to hide. So, what was everybody's passives again? I think the highest was 15, wasn't it?
I've got 16.
16, okay. So you watch as they disappear into the trees. As they disappear into the trees, you watch as Agatha is holding onto this spell that is beginning to grow. And Lily, you can feel this warmth sort of wash over you as this spell is sort of like beginning to bubble as if it can't be contained. Right, I think this is going to work. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
What is it? Feels weird. What is it?
And throws, she's going to make a perception check to start off with because she's not going to throw it at something she can't see. Oh my god, she rolled higher than their stealth. Okay. Nice. You watch as she throws these magic missiles, but you can see that the magical energy that she's exerted is that of the first circle, but 6 bolts come out instead of 3. She amplified her spell, basically.
It's a new artificer thing.
No, this is a new homebrew rule that Josh has added in.
Fair enough.
That Agatha's going to teach you all.
Yes.
Okay, so she does 20 points of damage to it. So it is on its last legs, and because of that, it is revealed as it falls out of the tree. Because it took over half of its remaining hit points, so it just falls out of the tree and is now visible to all of you.
Was it ahead of the cart or behind the cart?
It's behind the cart currently.
Ah, I was going to drive over him.
Yeah.
But it does make it your turn, Udric. Could you make me an animal handling check, please?
I will, and I'm not at disadvantage anymore, am I?
No, poison condition is gone.
Cool, that's a 21.
Yep, you managed to steer Harold back onto the path. There's one final as you come back onto the more smoother road, and all of the animals are like, "Oh, thank the Guardians for that." That was a bit bumpy. Yes, the animals know what the Guardians are.
Oh, they're just
for
fur
the
babies.
dogs who are like, oh.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I was enjoying jumping around.
Just resume sticking their heads out of the side.
At which Agatha quickly pulls them back in case a dagger ends up in between their eyes.
Buddhist boys.
Okay. I wasn't prepared because I kind of thought that he would have died from that last one. Okay,
Almost.
I think knowing that he's on his last legs, fuck it. I'm going to use the old faithful Wither and Bloom.
What's the range on it?
60 foot.
Oh, yep, they're definitely within 60 foot of you. Yep.
I mean,
you can just look through the slit in the back and just see them.
Just kind of quickly pop my my rear view mirror is just Luca sitting backwards on my shoulder.
Literally got eyes in the back of your head.
And I'm going to upcast it to level 3. So that will be a Constitution save for that person.
I rolled a 9. I'm not even going to bother looking at I am going to look at the pluses, but I don't think it's going to beat your DC. No, rolled an 11.
No, 16 was the DC. Right, so that's only 3d6 damage. Um, 11 points of necrotic damage, please.
How does this spell kill this assassin?
I think so he just fell out of a tree, right?
Yeah, it was just getting back up on their feet and beginning to run. Was just about to start running.
I think it kind of, because it's Wither and Bloom as well, so it's kind of like a bit of both. The tree, like one of the roots is going to kind of whip around his ankle and then just drag him into the ground. and the tree's going to kind of bloom a little bit more as this guy's life energy is sucked out of him by the roots of this tree.
Watches his form as their form begins to decay and wither as they get pulled into the ground, and the only remnants of them that are left are their hands sticking out of the ground that then begins to turn to bark as flowers begin to sprout out of the fingertips. You made a human bush. Or an assassin bush.
Assassin vines. Oh no, I've created things.
That's going to be a new herbal plant that you're going to need for your remedies now.
Assassin vine is a D&D monster.
Oh no.
Let's just hope that the others don't have to come back via this road.
That's the end of combat. We're getting very close to the end of the session as well. I apologise that it's overran a little bit, but one thing I do want to do just before we finish is Agatha. Right, thank you for that. Hopefully that means there'll be no more after us as the cart begins to sort of slow down and you begin to not rush as much. Oh, thank you. Ow. That was a bit bumpy. How's everybody doing?
I could be better, but
I could give you all a bit of healing if you'd like. Okay.
I don't need anything. Help them, please.
Okay. Right, just bear with me a moment, and you watch as Agatha begins channeling some magic again, and instead of just casting the spell straight away, she holds on to it and lets it build. And then she releases it, and she's going to cast a 3rd level mass cure wounds, but because she has amplified it, it will double its effects. So instead of it being Sorry?
As she's healing, as Peri is still raging, but like doing twirls with the massive scythe on top, just going, Just
I'm
because.
imagining like one of those golf sale people, but like with a scythe blade just dancing around on your back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Got to work out that rage energy somehow.
So you'll get 5, 10, 16, 24, 27 points of healing from that.
Both of us?
Both of you get 27 points of healing from that.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, 30 points of healing from that because I forgot her plus.
I only needed 24, so I'm
Yeah, and Lily, this is absolutely fascinating. You've never seen anybody do this sort of thing before. She's not exerting any additional magical energy in order to cast this spell, but its effects seem to have been amplified in some way as she casts the healing over all of you.
Really cool.
Thanks. It's a trick that I learned from a scroll that I read, or a book that I read at the shop. It's basically you can hold onto your magic, and as long as you can maintain your concentration on it, when you for however long you want to, when you release it, it amplifies the effects of the spell without exerting any additional energy. It's really handy to be able to do. It's very tricky to do in a situation like that, but because Udric there because you disguised yourself as me, it meant that I weren't a target, so I was able to do it. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
For the benefits of our players, which I'll say to the other group as well, Agatha will basically teach you the art of amplification. You can hold on to a spell similar to when you hold an action. Hold an action to cast a spell, and however many rounds you hold on to that for, it doubles the effects. So if you're doing a level 1 cure wounds and you hold it for an additional turn, so instead of casting it straight away, you hold it for another turn, the next turn it will double its effects, and then the turn after that it will double it again.
Oh, so it would actually be extra doubles, not just like multiplied by the number.
No, yeah, so it would be, instead of, if you held it for 2 turns, you'd get 2d8s worth of healing rather than 1d8. Harry wants to ask a question. Why would you cast it at a higher level?
My question is, if you use it on a misty step, can you go further?
Yes.
I will learn this thing.
Yeah, you're able to double it, but you only use the spell slot that you go to cast at. So first level, hold it for 2 turns. You only use the first level, and then you do 2d8s worth of healing. If you were to do it at second level, you do 4d8s worth of healing, but only use the second level spell slot.
I'm now just imagining Peri concentrating on a misty step for an hour and yeeting themselves into the universe.
That's the plan.
It's possible. It is possible. There are some restrictions to it, although Agatha hasn't discovered them yet because Agatha hasn't pushed it that far. So you can try.
I will find them.
It was a fun little rule that I came up with. I wanted Agatha to come in with something new for the team to be able to learn, and I thought that was quite a cool one to do. So, being a more spellcastery style person, but yes, you begin making your way, or it's not begin, but you continue making your way back down towards Merkstead. It's still going to take you near on 3 to 4 days to get back, but at a slightly... Oh, actually, no, because while the cart's going along, Agatha will begin pulling some bits out of her armband, and she will put 2 big metal cylinder things underneath the back of the cart, which she then pulls out a sort of like a remote control, and she starts fiddling with it. She's basically put thrusters on the bottom of the cart, and she'll push a button and it will help you go along in bursts to get back. She does it in a way so it doesn't because there'll be nothing you'll be able to do with Harold otherwise, because Harold's too big to get into the cart. So she does it in a way so that in fact, because I find it hilarious, and it's a character that Tom has played previously, she's going to put roller skates onto Harold, and then you're going to go along. Harold's a bit, but yeah, you're just going to go along, and it's going to take you, and it only gives you an additional day, but you are going to get back a day before the army comes, is basically what I'm trying to get out. I just wanted to make it funny. Yes?
May I, while we're traveling, may I send another message to my dad?
You can send another message to your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Did you learn the spell on the way up?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So
That's all she would have been doing.
Yeah, so it's not a one-use thing. You've just got the spell now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Papa! Imperial army coming to Merkstead. Very dangerous. Please be careful. Bit scared. I love you.
Agatha will just sort of lean in and go, if you concentrated on that for a little bit longer, you could get more words out of it.
I totally will next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Peri?
Can I try one thing before we end? I'm so sorry.
Yeah?
I'd like to get out my big glowy book and concentrate on comprehend languages for an hour
Okay.
to see if this does the trick.
Okay, so you get the big book out, and Agatha's like, wow, that is an old book. Wow, okay.
Old as balls. Let me know if you think of any ways to get through that, by the way. But focus.
Okay. And you sort of focus on it for an hour, and Agatha's like, "You be careful. I've never concentrated on something for so long before. Just be careful, please."
Too busy concentrating.
Too busy concentrating. When it gets to 15 minutes, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Sure.
Understand all the languages ever said.
14 plus 6, 20.
Okay, so you're fine for the moment. Okay, so you go on after another 15 minutes. I need another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm tempted to rage to help it through, but I won't do that quite yet, which is good because that was the 19 plus 6 for 25.
Okay, yeah, and then after another 15 minutes, we need another one.
Okay. Okay, that is a 15 plus 6 for 21.
Unfortunately, DC's getting higher the longer you concentrate on it. You're going to take a point of exhaustion.
Okay, that's fine.
And then as we get to the hour, I need another save. This time it will be with disadvantage. Because you have a point of exhaustion, not because that's what the exhaustion does, but because you already have it.
Come on, dice.
don't roll a natural one.
It was not a natural one.
Good.
So that was an 18 and a 16 for a 22.
Okay, you take another point of exhaustion.
I have 2 points of exhaustion.
Yep, 2 points of exhaustion, which you'll get rid of before you get back to Merkstead anyway, because it's the day's travel. But yep, you cast comprehend languages on the spell, on the book. Sorry, it doesn't allow you to read the text or anything on the book or anything like that. But what it does do is it allows you to see things that may have been hidden before. And you can see, as you sort of open your eyes and they glow bright gold, that writing begins to appear all over this glass case. And you can tell that there is a spell written in the same ancient language that is around the case. But unfortunately, you still can't read it. But you've revealed that there is additional stuff there.
It's been very interesting. Thank you for the spell, and now I'm going to sleep for like 2 days. I curl up with the dogs and the platypus.
Yeah. The platypus looks to everybody with shifty eyes. Do-do-do. And as Peri sleeps and as you carry on travelling to Merkstead, would you like to go to, before we end, would you like to drop all of the animals and equipment and everything off at Redstone Farm first?
Makes sense.
Must be safe.
Yeah, so you will go to do that.
You've got a bunch of animals now.
I think Neri would love that. Absolutely love it. But yeah, we're going to end the session there with you travelling back to Merkstead. But we have a quick post-credit scene that we're going to do for the end of this little series before everybody comes back together. Up in the mountaintops above Merkstead, we come to the temple where Kimdak and the Reavers are stationed. We now know that the Reavers are working with the Imperium and with the Cult of the Fallen. While up there, they seem to be in a large tent having a meeting. Kimdak is sat down at the head of the table, and there are place markers of the temple and of Merkstead and everything around. Right, well, Solomon has gone and sent the 3 people that we needed to get into the temple away, so we need to come up with another plan. We've already got one of those Angel Fallen tied up out there. I have on the list the young girl Mana from the town. I'm reluctant to go. I don't want to hurt a child, so we'll take her father instead. And then the one that lies between. I do not want any harm to come to her mother. As at odds as I am with Solomon, I do not want to hurt his daughter or his granddaughter. So we get her and we come back. I will go down there personally and we will bring the redhead back. The granddaughter back. If anybody is to encounter Solomon, run from him. He will be on the warpath if he sees what we are trying to do. He looks down towards one of the people sat in one of the chairs, and you see a white-haired, very beautiful-looking woman sat there, and she leans forward. She's got a circlet over her head. Savannah, witch, are you able to control the drowners? Has that happened yet? Yes. When it comes to us attacking the town, I'll be able to control the drowners, and we can attack them from 3 different fronts, one from sea, one from the mountains, and one from the main entrance of the town when the Grand Priest comes with his forces. The town will be ours in a matter of moments once the fighting begins. I do have some tasty little treats for those who are down there. And you just hear a voice from outside the tent. Mother, can I come in now? Please do. Yes, daughter, come in. And stepping into the tent is an undead figure. Lots of bones sticking out all over the place. One pink horn sticking out of their head. Pink scales down the side. Sort of almost lulling like a zombie. Mother, is it time for me to reclaim my body? My soul? Almost. Almost. Don't worry. We will have our revenge. We will get our power, my daughter. And you can see as there is a human man that is strapped to one of the chairs. Looks like he's wearing Reaver clothing, but looks like he's been badly beaten. Ah, yes, I'm so hungry. And Savannah places her hand up against his chest, and you watch as his life force just drains from him and becomes a mummified corpse and just slumps to the floor. Right. Yeah, whatever. All of your mystical nonsense crap. As long as we can get into that temple and I can revive my wife, I don't give a shit what happens anywhere else. But make sure that we do not harm Tally, okay? I don't want her hurt whatsoever. I've got to go take my people down there now. Jevrick, is everything prepared? Do you have all of the items? Yes, my lord, we have all of the items and everything. Yeah. As the sort of lanky figure of Jevrick is stood there. We end the scene with a rather decrepit, lanky figure sort of stopping Jevrick as he goes to leave the tent. I know your allegiance is to the Empire. You've done great work for us. Now, Kimdak is becoming a bit of a problem for us, Jevrick. If he steps out of line too much while you are down in the town, see to it that he doesn't return. We don't need him for the next phases of our plan. Yes, master. Made by the Emperor's light, I will do as you wish. And saunters off down into the down the mountains towards the town as this skeletal dragonkin figure comes out. Yeah, I'm gonna go and begin preparations for the drowners for my mother. And you watch his wings sprout out of her back and she begins flying off. That's where we're going to end that. So have fun. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching us. We have been Roll Together RPG. If you like what you've seen, we do D&D, non-TTRPG, live streams, all of that sort of stuff on Mondays from 6 p.m. UK time. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and to the D20 Club and Dice Heads on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom. Actually, no, one ferret, which must be sent to the group to add to the collection of animals that we now have. And I think Sean has now adopted Talia in this campaign, at least. We will have this debate in the next group session that we do. But anyway, we are going to go. Thank you to my players for playing. We shall see you all next time. Goodbye.